Wow, I got the name of the fucking chat wrong and it still did it.
Nice. I love that.
They just didn't know. They're either too stupid or too smart.
Let's go with too smart. Actually, no, wait, that's scary. Let's go with too stupid.
Thanks, bots.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
let's kind of like set the scene a bit here. It's kind of a let's see. It's getting more towards the fall season. Leaves are changing, harvests are coming in, and a number of people are starting to celebrate different various fall holidays like the autumn equinox and things of that nature.
Trolltide!
Yes, things like that. Halloween, fall festival, whatever, if you're a Christian, whatever you want to call it.
Fantasy Christianity.
Yeah.
At my church, it's not Halloween. We don't celebrate that. We call it fall festival. It's totally different. We still grow up and we still dress up and get candy, but it's totally different.
We promise, guys. Thanks, church. Anyway.
Making fun of my religion. Here we go.
Yeah.
In the town of Vasted, there is a really, really fancy manor on the top of the hill where the two richest people in town, Rosalind and Thomas Colane, live. Today, out of the blue, each of you has received a letter that says, "Hello, you have been cordially invited to a dinner party at Colane Manor, taking place this evening. You are permitted to bring weapons and one guest if you should so choose. We look forward to your arrival, Rosalind and Thomas Colane." Each of you arrive at the party where several hundred, well, not several hundred, more like 70 guests are mingling about with each other, coming and going. You see a few young kids being rushed out by their parents under the stern eyes of guards. There are guards posted at almost every turn to prevent anyone stealing anything. But most people are just mingling. There's some snacks and some beverages, but it doesn't look like it's much of a party. It's more like a formal, all the rich people stand around and look at each other. And
it's not a party, it's a get together. Candace party. Candace.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, B, why is that in my head? Great, thanks. That's in my head for the rest of my life. The party starts to dwindle down. Only a few guests are left. You all have stayed behind on the promise of the better wine being served later. Or
I'm too young to drink wine.
Or apple juice if you're 13 years old. No one knows how you got in.
I know!
Oh my gosh.
No one really knows. But it has started to rain, so quite a few people have headed home. Leaving only about 10 people, including you guys. Do you guys want to introduce your characters?
Okay. We can
You guys can go first. You guys can go first.
Okay, we can go in order of the chat. I think that you're first, Steve.
No. I was gonna say, like, you guys can go ahead of me. I have a reason. You guys can go ahead.
Stellar, you go first then.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go the other way.
Oh, wait. Do I go?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So we're already at this party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Isabel is like taking a seat somewhere, playing her little guitar. She doesn't know it's a ukulele, so she's just playing this little guitar that she calls it a little guitar, and starts singing a little song. I have something up here. Hold on. Sorry if my voice sounds very low. It's because everyone's asleep. Hold me close and hold me fast. The magic spell you cast. This is Rose. When you kiss me, heaven signs, and thought I close my eyes. I see Rose. And then she continues onward with this song that she's singing.
That was so pretty.
I love it so much.
Holy shit.
That was so pretty.
I wish I could do better. I messed up like the
No,
words.
shut up. That was beautiful.
That was
I wasn't
beautiful.
expecting that.
I am blown away.
That was
Aw.
so
You
pretty.
have a
Oh my
beautiful
god.
voice.
My
Oh my
jaw
God.
actually dropped.
Oh my god.
thanks.
Anyways, do you want to tell a little bit about Isabel, like what she looks like and
Who is she?
Yeah.
Besides this beautiful woman singing beautifully in the corner.
She is what do you call it? A unitite? Those snake people? Yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm so sorry. So she has light pink skin with a little bit of a like another darker skin with her hair, which is a bunch of snakes.
Oh,
And
so she's like Medusa though, kind of a gorgon.
yeah, she looks like a gorgon, but a pretty one.
it's
And
cute. I'm looking at a picture of her and she's just got like all these little pink snakes for hair and I love her.
Yes. And
I'm just gonna picture this beautiful woman singing that beautiful song, and I'm just gonna like cry.
I just imagine all her little snakes like just kind of like
Snake charmer.
they're yeah, just like sway. It's like very relaxed, you know? But all the little snakes are just like
oh yeah, she talks to them, and some people think that she's crazy sometimes, but like they can hear the voices, like they speak, like they can speak, but people are just like, this girl's
wait.
crazy.
Her snake hair can talk?
Yeah.
Oh my
Of
god.
course.
My nostrils whisper to me.
So they're like full on conversations, and people are just like, yeah, let's get out of here.
Why do my nostrils whisper to me?
And each of them has like their own personalities. Like one's mischievous, one's very sad. Like
Oh,
Oh my
the list
god,
goes on.
I love them so
that's like
much.
And I still have a lot to work with her, but that's all I could say for now.
She's
Aw.
adorable.
I
I
love
love
her.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Also, like B, did you just like binge watch a ton of Phineas and Ferb recently?
No, this is just part of my cultural zeitgeist, and it hurts.
Cool.
All right, Shay.
I'm playing a character named Marlo. He is a tabaxi wild mage, which will be fun. He is baby. He's only 14 years old. His background is urchin. So he's kind of grown up. Mostly like kind of having to fend for himself.
He was raised by the streets.
Not necessarily. He's been taken in by like multiple people, but he tends not to stay in one place for very long. He kind of travels and moves around for various reasons, typically wild magic related. He he's half blind. He wears he's black and white. He looks like a little cat. And he wears bandages over one of his eyes because, again, wild magic can be dangerous.
Aw,
But
he's so cute.
but he's a very good boy, and he's trying his best to make a living for himself, I guess, and just kind of take care of himself and find a nice home. So you were saying, how did you get into this party? I actually don't think that Marlo got invited to this party. I think that he knew that it was happening, and he was just like, oh, a bunch of rich people. I can go there, and I can basically, like, see if they'll give me their money if I look cute and sad enough.
And also, like, eat.
Yeah, and
Take
also
my
eat.
money. This
Free
boy
food.
can take my money. Here, just take it all. Here, have everything. Take my tiny guitar.
I have two different voices in mind for him. One was like kind of a soft English accent, and then the other one was like, not gonna lie, a little anime-ish. Spyglass said that I have to do the anime one.
Try
Like
But,
do
the Ash,
both. Do
like the
both
Ash
and see
Ketchum.
how they go.
Oh, come on, Pikachu, we gotta get going.
I'm Ash from Pallet Town.
I'm Ash Paladin. Pikachu.
Holy shit.
My
No,
name
guys,
is
we're
Dave.
just digging
I'm
up
9
all
years
the,
old.
like, we're just digging up all of the early 2000s jokes.
I
that we
know.
talked about.
We can. Yeah.
Robo.
The first one kind of sounds a little like this.
Oh.
It's very kind of soft in English. And
Love
the other one's a little bit like this.
Oh, that one.
Oh, that one. Oh,
The
it's
That
second
one
one?
kind of sounds more
Yeah.
cat, to be honest.
The second one? Okay.
It kind of
Yes.
it feels more cat, you know.
Okay.
It does. I have several cats, and I know what feels cat.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Spyglass will be happy to know I'm doing freaking anime
Okay.
little boy voice.
Okay, Shea, are
B?
you done? Did you got
Yeah.
everything you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Hey y'all, just a warning. Just a warning. Just bot warning. I'll just put it that way. Music bot warning.
Uh-oh. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
boy, it's so loud.
Oh my gosh.
So, it's Malone. He's an Aetheril Rogue.
Oh gosh.
So this sound. People go to him when they have problems that they can't solve themselves.
What's
V,
happening?
I love you so much.
He has a penchant to monologue at himself. He's a bit of a ladies' man, but he always gets the job done. In the streets, they know him as the Twin Jester, which is something that a random name generator.
Oh my god, I was so scared you were going to say in the streets and also in the sheets.
He'd probably tell you that, but he'd be lying.
Gosh.
I like the random thunder. Although you said it was raining, so this fits.
Yeah, it does.
And he probably has this music playing in his head 24/7.
Love it.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
So he probably came to this party expecting dubious circumstances. Probably hired on by someone who didn't give him any information. And while that's usually really inconvenient, for Malone it just feels like a challenge. He's not that bright. He's also a bit of a rogue. That's his class. So even though he does good work investigating, he is not above pickpocketing to get what he wants. And that's too much of jazz for right now.
That was beautiful, and I loved that. That was the best character introduction I think I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
Everyone should
What
just introduce
happened?
their characters to music from now on.
I know, you need to introduce your character with theme music now.
I mean,
Although
Stellar
that song
sang-
actually, like, for this, like, jazzy mystery setting, like, that actually fit really well.
Stellar sang,
It's
so she
long
did
night.
it too.
Yeah, it's true.
It's
Oh
time
no,
to
do I
move on.
have to sing in a little Ash
No.
Ketchum voice?
Yes, do it.
No,
Everyone has to
unless,
sing
unless
now.
it's something
Oh.
from the Newsies soundtrack.
I'll maybe if it seems story appropriate, I'll have him sing.
They could.
Okay.
Oh, I will
Oh, they
make
can
it
do a
story appropriate
duet.
now.
There's the
Oh,
Dungeon Master, yeah. So actually, I do have a question.
Yes.
It's a cursed question,
Oh,
but it's a question I need to know because I need to play this character. On the way out, did any like particularly snobby nobles like walk in his path on their trying to get the door? I'm basically asking if I could pickpocket some.
Like you want to pickpocket some people?
As they leave, you know what I mean? Like as they're walking away, just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You must have not noticed me because of my incorporeal ghost form." As I take $20.
I mean, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I don't know, dude. Like, I just feel like this is the thing that he'd do. Do you know how rare it is for me to be the sorry? 15,
Oof.
sleight of hand. 20. It's an unnatural 20. I hate
Nice.
this boy so much.
I love him.
And also, like, I do believe that, like, I need to believe that he, like, when he starts talking, if this was, like, animated, the world suddenly gets slowly more and more grayscale, and the moment someone else talks, it just pops right back to full color.
It's beautiful.
Is he one big noir parody? Maybe. Fuck you.
It works. It works for this. I think that this whole like Livy, am I allowed to say that this is a murder mystery?
I think we've said that already, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
murder mystery.
I
There's
mean,
gonna
that's
be
that's
murders,
perfect
there's
though
gonna be
for this
mystery.
like murder mystery setting.
I might end up liking this character, though.
Mm-hmm.
Time to get murdered.
I do have a question, though, besides the pickpocketing.
Maybe he's the one who got
I don't
murdered.
even
He's a
need to know,
ghost.
and I don't even need to know like how much I got. Don't care. I just wanted to ask if that was a thing. The more important question, and the more cursed question, admittedly, did Malone hear Isabel sing?
Yes. I'm assuming there's only a few
no.
people left in the building. Like, you know,
Cool.
the minglers.
Cool.
The people who
He's
only
just gonna
stay at the
float on
party
over.
until you get kicked out.
He's just gonna float on over.
Alright. You do that,
And
I
it's gonna,
guess.
like, even though he can float because Aetheril, he makes it very, like, he purposely makes it look like the way that cartoons will have a character float, you know, when, like, there's something they really like at the other end. Like that, and he'll just kind of appear and just be like, fuck, I don't have a voice for him, so it's just gonna be my voice for a little bit, sorry. Like, oh, shit, hello. I couldn't help but hear your amazing voice all the way from 10 feet over there.
A ghost.
So smooth.
I'm sorry. I hope my demeanor didn't scare you. I can't control my form, really. I'm not a real ghost. I'm kind of half ghost. It's complicated. I'm complicated.
Oh my gosh.
I hate him so much.
Well, she looks at her snakes and they start talking like, is he dead? What do we do? Should we call the police? Like,
I'm not dead. Please don't call the cops. I'm wanted in 3 towns.
And like she looks at her snakes, like glaring at them, like, stop being rude. Well, I was being rude earlier, but stop being rude. Let's just act polite.
He just goes
Hello.
like, I can stand like a normal person if that makes you feel more comfortable, ma'am.
Yes, that would be very, very.
He just like kind of plops onto the floor and just goes like, this floor feels like floor.
That it is.
Floor feels like floor. What a story.
You actually see him like take a note of it. He has like a little notepad. It's like interesting.
That's nice.
Oh,
Anyway.
where are my manners? He holds out his hand and just goes like, my name's Malone. What's your name?
It is Isabel.
Nice to meet you, Isabel. What brings you here? Dark.
Oh my word.
Well, I was just here, just singing with my tiny guitar. Pew, pew. That's just the sound.
amazing. It had to, it. I couldn't help but hear your voice. It was very good. You have voice good.
Oh.
Good.
Oh,
Aw.
thank you so much.
Well, wait, no.
Oh my gosh.
I love him. He thinks he's smooth, but he's so awkward. I love him so much.
He's just like, if you ever, I do, fuck, can we do this again? Can we try again with this? This is awkward. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Oh, she smiles at him, not knowing like what's going on at the moment. Like, of course.
Cool. Well, okay, look. He kind of like puts his hand through his hair, but realizes his hair floats up because he's a fucking ghost. He's like, fuck. He just kind
She
of
looks
he
looks
just
kind of freaked out, like, huh? what's
sorry,
happening?
and he just starts like matting his hair
Hypocrite.
down.
She has snakes for hair.
I know.
Snakes
so-
are
look.
different than ghost.
I guess.
I'm here. I got invited to this house, and it seems like everybody left, and it's just us. And
Oh my word.
I'm just a little curious as to why you decided to stick around when a bunch of other people.
I mean, I have nothing else better to do. It kind of fills the void, like
You
of
see
my
him
heart,
lift up
kind
a
of.
little bit, and just was like, "God, big mood." And then realizing like he,
relatable.
as he's like floating up, he realizes like she asked him not to do that. So you see him like kind of wiggle his feet to pull back down. And he lands on the floor again. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. I mean, I'm not freaked out anymore. It was surprising.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want anything to drink?
Water? Water seems nice.
Cool. I'll go do that. And you just see him like soldier walk over to get some water.
She talks to her snakes and he's like, he seems nice.
Aw.
Aww.
As he walks away, though, like the world turns grayscale. I knew then I met a very interesting person.
The music playing in the background.
And then just like puts his notebook away and just like walks over to get some water.
She would be an ally in my oncoming journey.
I'm so.
You have to
I-
pause for that
I-
long.
I gave an
She'd be
inch
an
and you
ally
took a
in
mile. I love you, Livy.
Journey. Wait, what did I do?
Yeah, I said I gave an inch, you took a mile. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay.
Shea, what's Marlo up to?
So he I think he walks into this party hoping to go unnoticed. One of the spells that he has is oh, does he have disguise? Oh, I thought I gave him disguise self. He doesn't have disguise self. But he does have he has minor illusion and prestidigitation. He also has charm person.
Okay, does he want to do something with that? Is that why you're bringing it up?
Yes, I think he doesn't. He sees that there are guards all over the place, and he doesn't want to get immediately kicked out. So I think that he's going to try and What do you think would be better? Should he try and charm them or cast some kind of
Thus far, the guards do know you're there because there's no way you could have gotten in without them not noticing you.
I see. So they are aware that I'm there?
Yeah, but at the moment, they don't care. They've had plenty of good alcoholic beverages.
Oh, I see.
It's been
They're
a
little
chill
tipsy.
night. No one has tried to murder Rosalind or Thomas. Everything's
Cool.
chill.
These
Okay,
guys are
So
these
I'm
guys are chill.
okay. So they just let me in, and I'm just at this party now.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Um,
You
I
weren't invited, but like half the people that showed up weren't invited.
yeah.
So he just assumes you're someone's +1.
Okay.
Doesn't They don't know who, but someone must
Okay.
have known
I
you.
look.
Especially since you look like a child.
Yeah. I also look pretty like raggedy. You know, I look a little.
Yeah,
I look a
like a
little
child.
scruffy. Well, yeah, but also like a child that does not have any money. So I think that okay, so I rolled to see like I think I rolled I don't know whether it was constitution or charisma, but I basically rolled to see like how I was doing at this party. And I got a nat 1. So I think that what I'm doing right now is have you guys ever seen the box trolls?
Nope.
Mhm.
Okay, well there's a scene where the main character who's like also a pretty scruffy little boy just sees all of this like amazing food and just starts like stuffing his face, and I think that's what Marlo's doing is he's just like no manners whatsoever, just sees this like amazing fancy people food and is just like shoving it in his mouth.
I mean,
Aw.
that makes sense for the boy. Give the boy some food. Goodness gracious.
Um,
Give that cat food.
oh my god.
No, it's like cupcakes and pie
Cupcakes
and
and charcuterie and
Yep.
pies.
Aw. Should I
Against an
roll if?
untouched veggie tray.
Aw. Should I roll if Isabel notices him?
Sure. I mean, I will say there's like maybe besides you three, there's 7 other people there,
Mhm.
Okay.
and
So
maybe like 3 guards.
is
Oh,
the food like table close by the like where the water cups are?
Yep, they're
Okay.
pretty much the same table.
So I think as he's just stuffing his face, you just hear I guess Marla. Oh God! You just kind of hear him like mumble to himself. Upon hearing her siren's call, I approached and immediately won her over with my natural charm. And happy when I went to get water, thus began a new and interesting partnership. He closes his notebook. Who the fuck are you?
I kind of just look up at him and I can't answer him because my cheeks are full of food, and I think just like a little bit of cake just falls from my mouth, and I kind of like cock my head confused the way that a cat does.
Hi there. How are you doing?
I need to like put something in my mouth. Hold on a second.
The RP in this session is real good. Hi, Wall.
I swallow my food.
Sorry, my name's Marlo.
Hi there, Marlo. I can't help but notice you've got a bit of an appetite on you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have I been impolite?
No,
I just-
no, it's fine. Eat the rich.
Yeah, okay.
Eat another cupcake.
Today I taught a young one the true meaning of life. Eat the rich.
Oh my gosh.
Why do you talk to yourself? Are you lonely?
You actually just see him like look over to Marlo. Incredibly.
Oh,
Aw,
oh, of course.
it's okay. I've had to spend quite a bit of time on the road by myself, so I get it.
I keep a bit of a journal.
Whatever works, I guess.
Yeah. What do you do?
Oh gosh, what do I do? I would say eat the pain away, but it's kind of hard to find food on your own sometimes.
Oh.
Wow, this got real fucking dark.
Yeah, I kind of want to stop talking now.
He
That's
like
alright. Hey,
grabs
if you
some
ever-
more food.
If you ever want food, I have a bit of a detective agency here in town. You're always welcome.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
I could use an assistant. A Watson.
I don't know who that is.
It's a book. Don't worry about it.
Adorable.
What's a
I was almost tempted to make him say, I can't read, but I think he can.
He's 13 and lived on the street. 13 or 14 lived on the streets. I was like, can he read? What's his intelligence?
think-
What up? I'm Marlo. I'm 13 and I never learned how to read.
Yeah,
How old is he? I mean, like, no, wait, not how old. What's his intelligence?
he's 13. His intelligence is +2. I think he can read. He's also a sorcerer. He can read.
Sorcerers
yeah,
don't
yes,
need
that's
to
what I'm
read, but yeah.
Did you just see Malone just kind of like show him? Yeah, I could.
Marlo and
You said you lived. Yeah, he just goes like, you've lived on the streets sometime, kid.
A little. I've had numerous homes, but
If you stick with me, kid. He puts his hand on his shoulder, just like I could show you, like the language of the underbelly of these. I know Thief can't basically. Why is he just Lark?
I've been told not to trust strange men, sir.
I kind of like back up.
I feel you. I've been told that too. We got off on the wrong foot. I'm just incredibly lonely.
Oh my goodness.
Due to
You're just
my-
making yourself sound a lot worse.
I like
I know.
back up a little bit more.
I know this is I can't. I'm sorry. His face just gets like pale blue. I'm sorry. This is oh god.
Marlo, as you are backing up, you back straight up into an Aarakocra woman. Oh,
Bird.
hello.
My eyes get like really big.
She like pats you on the head. Are you all right?
I'm just resisting the urge to pounce on this woman
Oh no.
because she's a big bird. I kind of shake my head and I'm just like,
Yeah, I'm okay. That guy's been weird.
If she looks, you just see him like putting his hand in his hair, floating up in the air, just like fuck.
Oh yes, he's a bit odd. What? Is he dead? I've never
So-
met a dead person before.
He said that he wanted me to join his. Or, oh, maybe I should keep that a secret. Never mind.
Did he want you to
I
join
kind
a
of like
cult?
scamper off.
Oh,
No, it wasn't a cult.
Don't worry, it's fine. I just kind of like scamper off.
Oh.
I picture him literally scampering, like getting down on all fours, like boing, 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 scampering off.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing. I love him. The Aarakocra woman just like shrugs and continues on with her day, helping herself to another goblet of punch.
I
Okay,
will
I think
say. Sorry.
Oh,
No,
I was just
please,
gonna
please,
say.
please.
Okay, I was just gonna say that like, now that he's kind of gotten out of that situation and like shaken it off a little bit, he's kind of just like wandering throughout the party now. He's eaten like a lot of food.
Oh.
But he's kind of just like walking around a little bit lazily, just like observing all the different like fancy people and kind of just wondering to himself, just like, how can I get these people to give me their money?
While this is happening, Isabel like notices him in like the corner of her eye and like smiles at him and then just continues to play her little guitar.
Is she also singing?
Yeah.
I think that he actually just like, I think he hears her singing and I think he actually stops and walks a little bit closer and then just kind of like sits down in front of her and listens for a minute. He's sitting the way that like a cat would
Oh,
and just kind of listening to her play.
That's adorable.
yeah, she giggled for a little bit and then she continued singing, and this time it's a lullaby.
Oh, that's really cute. I think he just starts purring, honestly.
Oh, I need to draw this now.
Oh.
She hears this and like her heart just skips a beat. She's like, "Here, take my little guitar. You can have this. Just here."
That's I don't know how to play this.
Oh, I'll teach you.
Oh.
Okay, I think he's secretly thinking to himself, maybe I could sell it.
Oh no.
I think at this point, Malone has cast Mage Hand, so that way his Mage Hand can slap him in the face.
Oh no!
Is he still steadily floating up?
Yeah, but he casts the Mage Hand. The Mage Hand slaps him, not very hard, just like the put yourself together, man, sort of slap.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say his Mage Hand is completely grayscale. So he kind of shakes his head a bit, just like puts his head through his hair and just kind of like floats back down, touches the floor, and the Mage Hand goes and grabs a cup of water. He takes a cup of water. He looks over to see Isobel and sees that Marlo is there, so he takes a third cup.
Oh.
So he comes back, walking back, making it very clear that he's walking. A little awkward because he doesn't do this often, but walking. And he kind of uses the Mage Hand to drop one by the table that Isobel's sitting by. Takes a crisscross legged seat next to Marlo and just hands him a cup of water. Goes, "Sorry about that."
Oh, it's you again.
Sorry. We got off on the wrong foot. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just
I was coming to give her some water, and I saw you were here, and I saw an opportunity to make things right. Sorry.
oh, that's all right, I guess. Do you want a little guitar?
Oh,
I think the little guitar is best suited in the hands of one who can play it. I do know one instrument.
Yeah, but she gave it to me. If you pay me for it, you can have it.
Oh.
oh, she looks sad. Like, oh.
He kind of thinks about it for a second and goes like, "Okay, I see where this is going. We got a bit of a stick out here. Here's how I figure we solve this. Here's how we resolve this." He holds out like a little sack. He has 20 gold in it. He parses out 10. "I'll give you 10 gold. You give me the tiny guitar. I give it back to Isobel. She plays us a song."
Yeah, okay.
I take the 10 gold.
Oh.
Oh.
He hands you the guitar and is like, "There we go. And all is right with the world."
Oh, she takes the guitar and smiles at him. Thank you so much.
No problem. I do know an instrument, but it's not as refined as tiny
Is it
guitar.
like a jazz trumpet?
Oh, then we can play together.
He just fucking whips out a saxophone.
Yes!
She's like screaming internally.
I
like,
knew it!
This is fine.
I knew it!
Oh my gosh.
I love him. Also, B, is his name Malone? Because, like, Bugsy Malone.
I wish the answer to that was yes.
Okay.
It was a random name generated, and I liked it.
It is now.
Okay.
I figured that sounds noirish.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I wish I was that funny. Anyway, yeah. No, he just.
I wish I was that funny.
Holy shit! I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh god.
As she starts playing tiny guitar, he takes out his oil flask and one of his candles, fucking lights a candle and starts waving it back and forth.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, his mage hand is doing it, so he still has his hands free.
What's he doing?
You know how like people will hold up their cell phones with flashlights when someone performs?
Or their
Oh,
lighter.
I thought he was doing shadow puppets, and I'm like, okay.
No. He just lit a candle, and his mage hand is floating a candle back and forth.
This is amazing.
I'm sorry.
I'm just like, okay, the two of you. I want to just visualize this for mainly myself. But here we have Isobel sitting in a chair, playing a tiny guitar, with a glass of water on the table next to her. Sitting on the floor like a cat is a little cat boy with a glass of water.
And 10 gold.
Sitting
Yeah.
cross-legged next to him on the floor in a corner of the room in this very fancy house is a ghost man with a glass of water next to him, waving around a candle with a mage hand. Like how people wave around their cell phones at a concert. You
Yes.
three are alone in a corner with no guards or anyone nearby.
Yes.
Everyone, the 7 remaining guests at
Making
this
my mouth
party
hurt.
think you are idiots.
Yeah.
That you are right.
They're not
In fact,
incorrect.
in fact, an elven woman comes up to you and she goes, I see you are performing a sort of cult dance.
No, don't. Is
Are you
I don't know.
worshipping? Are you two worshipping Tiamat?
What?
This is not Tiamat, this is a tiny guitar.
Jazz music stops.
Who's Tiamat?
Tiamat is the great goddess of wealth. She's quite wonderful.
His eyes get like really big.
The
You just
goddess
see-
of wealth, you say?
Malone just like puts his hand on his
That was
shoulder. and
Rowan's
just goes,
voice.
Malone just like puts his hand, puts like his regular hand on your shoulder. Just was like, she's lying. Like whispers to him, lying.
What did he whisper to him?
The blessed
She's
goddess. Would it be very good to serve her?
Lying. The Queen of Dragons. Big scary dragons.
No, that's her sister.
I don't believe you.
This woman's voice is hysterical. Livy, you always give characters the funniest voices.
guys, I'm very proud of myself. Check Minor Pavilion, please.
Jazz music stops. But of course, where are my manners? My name is Althea. This is before I met Pixie.
She's Althea Senior.
Althea Senior.
Her daughter is
Really
Althea Junior.
Splendid to meet you.
Your mouth sounds very wet.
Malone just looks up at her. Do you need a
child? I'm very perceptive.
Malone just kind of puts a finger up and just is like, do you need a lozenge, ma'am?
Lozenges haven't been invented yet, but thank you.
Fuck off.
Shit! Ow, my mouth! I got my wisdom teeth out a week ago. You guys are making me laugh too hard. Ow!
One of
my chest.
one of Isabel's snakes whispers, like says out loud, like, "What a snob!" Like, quiet. Where are you?
The Malone just kind of like gives her the slow nod of like I fucking know, right? But then just turns back to like the woman with the big fake smile. So, what brings you to the party?
Oh, I was invited to sacrifice part of our meals to the great Tiamat.
Oh no.
She like
What?
nods very sagely. It's important to sacrifice to her several times a day, or she will rise up and probably destroy us.
Well, this has been really nice.
God, that well was like Toad voice. Jesus.
Mario!
I'm so sorry. Anyways,
The Game Grumps bit.
let me do a take. Let me do a freaking take 2 of that. Sorry, everyone.
Well, this this has been fun. I'm leaving.
Bye. I walk away.
And no one blames you.
Yeah, I'm just off to go beg for money.
Yeah. Do you want to roll a perception check? See who you could steal from?
I'm not stealing. I'm begging. There's a difference.
I steal from rich people. Speaking of which,
Oh yeah, you got 15 gold pieces from your pickpocketing earlier.
Ooh, that's
nice.
very good.
Oh, nice.
That's a 21.
Okay. There are Rosalind and Thomas are standing talking to an old dwarf man and the Aarakocra you saw earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And then over in the corner by the food table where you just were are 2 halflings. It's more likely that Thomas, the Colanes, would be giving money since they have lots of riches. But also,
Good luck getting up
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think he'd probably start a little bit smaller. Doesn't want to get himself in trouble. So I think he walks over to the Aarakocra woman and who is the other person?
an old dwarf man. They're both talking to the Colanes.
Orphan. Okay.
Hey, I just wanted a moment of your time. I'm
Oh yes, of course. What can I
I'm
do
part
for
of
you?
a I'm representing the local orphanage. We're collecting funds. Would you mind donating?
Oh,
Damn.
The Aarakocra woman looks you up.
His eyes get like really big and sad.
it's the oldest trick in the book, but it always works.
She kind of
He looks, you know that photo of the cat where like it looks like it's almost crying and it makes you like really sad.
It's like
He's
in
doing
the arms
that.
of the angels playing, but
Yes.
If there was a cat child standing right in front of you.
I have a question. Has he actually ever been at the orphanage?
Maybe when he was like
The orphanage in this town, though.
I don't know. In this town,
Okay.
no.
The woman smiles and she kind of like looks you over. She goes, "That's funny. I run the orphanage and I've never seen you before."
oh,
I didn't know you were gonna pull that trick. That's literally what I have written down on her note.
Really?
Damn.
Are you serious?
I promise.
I start like, oh my god! Wait, hold on a second. Give me a moment. Let me see how smooth I am, real quick.
I will paste my note in chat.
Okay, that's actually not that bad. That's a 13. Okay, so I like smile really big, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm a bit newer. I tend to kind of just, wander around, get into some trouble. I'm not always where I'm supposed to be.
Okay, roll a deception on that, you lying little cat.
It's like I sympathize with this cat boy so much, and then they do things like this.
That is a nat 20 plus what is my deception? Plus 3. That's a 23.
No. Okay.
Livy, that's the highest I could have possibly rolled.
It is. I'm impressed. She like looks you over again. She goes, "Well, I suppose." She like looks really upset now. I can't believe I've missed something, and I didn't know we were collecting.
Isn't that kind of your job, though, to take in whoever
I
comes?
know. Yeah. I wish my husband would have mentioned something.
Oh,
Yes, yes, your dear husband.
I'm like waiting for her to give me a name.
Mr. Hamdes?
Yes, him. What a nice man.
Yes, I wish he would have let me know. I mean, I suppose I was tending to the poor little Kenku girl who was sick with the flu the other day, but
hurts my soul.
I'm starting to feel like really bad.
I mean, he should have at least informed me. This may put a strain on our marriage of 20
You
years.
gotta abort mission, Marlo.
I,
You gotta abort.
question.
Yes, dear?
I know I said I was collecting money for the orphanage, but since you work there, would the money you'd give me come out of the funds? I mean, it would go right back into the funds, right? But
Well, yes. I mean, you're doing a very good job, young man, collecting. And she kind of like brushes some of the dirt off of you with her wing. And she like reaches into her pocket and she gives you 3 gold pieces. There you go.
I like look down at it and I'm like about to walk away. But then I'm just like and I rush back and I give it back.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Aw.
I just run away and I just like go sit for a second. And I'm just
damn it!
Did you, just for the sake of the one-shot progression, because it's fucking hilarious, did you just like run blindly, not know where you sat, like get to a halt, sat down, said damn it, look up, and then see Isabel?
yeah, maybe.
That's fucking amazing. Just like didn't even realize where you were running, but you just like took a second, looked up, right back where you started.
Yeah.
Isabel, the dwarven man that was previously speaking to
God, Livy.
Hazel. I didn't know you were gonna pull that trick. I didn't know what character you were gonna use.
I know that. Oh, what a coincidence. Jeez.
These characters are a year old.
That's crazy.
It's just the weirdest thing. Oh, I love it. The dwarven man that was previously speaking to the Aarakocra, who is named Hazel and Hamdy's orphanage. It's their little thing.
That's so cute.
Anyway, the dwarven man that she was speaking to has ventured over to comment on your music. I mean, this is very good, but do you know anything by the Delphiniums?
She kind of tilts her head. No, but if you give me
I wouldn't expect you to know it. You're young. The Delphiniums were the band I played in high school.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
really now?
When I was a mere 1,300 years old. I don't know how old I am.
I'm a lich.
My age is a number lost to time.
My grandfather's name. The legend of my grandfather's name died long before I was born.
We
We
were
were just talking about
him.
Ango earlier, actually.
That sounds swell.
My grandpa.
Anyway,
When I was a mere 3 years old. I don't know how dwarves age. You know, we just pop out of the ground, fully formed, things like that.
That's not how it works.
is this dwarf like okay? I think Malone.
I think he's a little. I think he's a bit.
Do you
Malone
guys-
just kind of like
Okay, I have a question. Have you guys ever seen The Hobbit?
Yes.
yeah.
Do you know how there's the dwarf who has like the axe in his
Yes.
head and is still alive?
Yeah.
Think of that when you're thinking of this man.
Oh my god.
Has
yes.
axe in head.
Oh.
Malone
Oh,
just kind of
no.
like sees that Marlo showed back up, but then sees this dwarf and is like, talking with Isabel, and he just kind of goes like, really, your high school band."
Yeah, we were the Delphiniums. We traveled the lands. And we played to the
Interesting that
flower
high school-
pixies.
Interesting that high school exists in this fantasy world with laws and
I'm sorry that got me. Oh my god.
To be fair, we still think bloodletting is a good idea.
You're right. That's actually how I died. No, it's
High
not.
school is just torture for young people.
You're right. The rich, school is a tool. I'm Jaden Smith's Twitter.
Oh my
gosh.
god. So wait, does Marlo see this man?
Yes, he's like right next to you.
Okay. How like gruesome is the axe in his head?
Like his hair has grown back up over it. You can see the axe handle sticking out of his head. It's like shiny, like he polishes it every day.
So there's no blood or viscera or anything.
Okay.
No, it's very obvious that this happened several years ago.
That's still
maybe
incredibly disturbing.
Oh yeah, it's not normal at all. And said the ghost and the cat and the snake.
Okay. That's actually pretty good. I rolled a 6.
And
I rolled
for-
a 16 for Constitution, so I just kind of look at him like,
You okay there, sir? Got a little bit of a situation going on.
Got a bit of an axe to grind with us, sir?
Are my pants still on?
Oh fuck.
Well, this is an evening I never thought would happen.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean-
telling me.
I mean, when I snuck out of the window of the nursing home,
What?
Oh,
I didn't check to see if I had my pants.
sir,
Dungeon Master.
did you came with anyone, or
Dungeon Master. Dear Livi, friendo, friend pal.
What's up?
Do I need to roll perception to see if this man is wearing pants?
do it. Go ahead.
Are you fucking kidding?
does he?
It's a 7.
Oh,
I don't know if he's wearing pants.
Oh my word! You don't know if he's wearing. Oh,
let this man roam wild.
Maybe you're like maybe you're just really disturbed by the head axe thing, and so you're like covering your eyes while you're talking to him.
Yeah. The last thing, I'm just like, dude, the moment he said the thing about the pants, Malone looked away. He doesn't even want to know. This man starts fucking doing things pantsless. He does not want to be part
Oh
of it.
yeah, no,
He
he's
does
an
not-
this is a man, ancient man. You do not want to see.
Yeah, Isabel's like kept her eyes like right on his face, like she does not want to look down.
to be fair,
Evacuate the dance floor, motherfucker.
he is not wearing. To be fair, he's not wearing pants. He's wearing a kilt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's not a kilt. Scratch.
Wait!
Not a kill.
Hold on!
It's a
I'm
scratch.
very low. I'm
No.
very low to.
Oh,
Can I? Is he wearing anything under the kilt?
It is a woman's skirt that he stole
oh.
from some other lady.
Okay.
This is the,
My
this is the worst thing.
my eyes have been.
At that
saved.
moment,
Your eyes are spared.
Isabel just walks away.
I should say my singular.
Your eye is spared.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Dane. It's nice to meet you.
Dave or Dane?
Dane.
Okay.
Evening. He could be either.
Okay.
Just what the nurse calls me.
Thank you for your time, Dane. Next time we see you, we'll happily have something by the Delphinium.
Oh, don't worry. I could just sing something for you.
I would.
Oh
A single tear.
Isabel
He goes on.
Isabel was
singing,
gone at that moment.
I'm going back to the food tray.
I walk away, and I get more
This-
cupcakes.
He's still singing.
Malone just kind of goes like, "Can you get me like the strongest ale there? I think I'm gonna need it, buddy."
They might have. I don't know if they're gonna give it to a little kid. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it's fine. Just a cupcake
on
would
the
be nice.
ground.
Thank you.
There was litter in the mines.
Oh my god.
Don't litter.
By the end of the song,
Bad for
Malone
the
is like laying
environment.
on the table.
You're gonna kill the whales.
What?
He's singing about littering.
And I just heard him da-da-da-da-da, gonna
Throw
kill
it
the
away and recycling never fails.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
You know we can't not show this to everyone now.
Oh, no. He just keeps singing until he just falls asleep.
Actually, can I be honest with you? When he passes out, Malone's first instinct is, "Oh God, this man just fucking died." I'm gonna roll investigation to see if Malone sees if the man's just fucking dead. That's an 18.
He's breathing.
And as he breathes out, he still just goes.
Oh my god.
I just imagine by the time he finished the song, Malone was like laying on the table
Oh my god.
in actual pain. And so just he curls back up, looks over to Isabel, and just goes like, "Are you all right?"
I come back and I just carefully place like a cupcake on top of him as he's lying on the floor.
Malone just kind of goes, "I would pickpocket, but to be honest, I think I'll only find something I never wanted to see in my life."
Isabella just starts laughing like, oh my gosh, like this is happening.
This is like a thing, isn't it?
What?
You know, Malone just kind of like sits up on the table. You know, if this day gets any weirder, I think I might just like ask you guys to be my sanity berry. Seem like the two normal met.
I don't know if you heard me just open.
Opening a Coke.
Yeah. Marlo comes back. They actually did let me take some alcohol. I hand him a beer.
Thanks.
That
What's
was
your
the
name?
sound of the drink I just opened.
What was your name?
Is he talking to me?
Yeah.
Marlo.
Nice to meet you, Marlo. I know we got off on the wrong. My name's
Did he
Hi.
forget that he introduced himself?
Yeah, I forgot I introduced myself. Not the player, not the character. The fucking player forgot. This has been like a trip of 20 minutes.
Marlo knows that he already introduced himself, so he just kind of laughs and is like, okay, just eats another cupcake. I don't know how many cupcakes that's Marlo's eaten. I think that's like 5 or 6.
Oh, it's a lot of cupcakes.
It's a lot of
Oh,
cupcakes.
What's it called?
He pours into his empty water cup some of the beer, and just kind of like uses the mage hand to float it over to Isabel. And
A what?
he floated the beer over via mage hand to Isabel after he drank some. So is that something you're with or
She
interested?
shrugs.
You could
No,
turn it
she
down
shrugs
fast.
and takes it like, I wouldn't mind a beer right now. And takes a sip.
Cool.
Oh, she also goes over to Marlo and like, oh, and by the way, my name is Isabel. It's nice to meet you.
Hi.
Well, another fine mess we've gotten ourselves into. Bunch of crazies, and we seem to be the only normal. He says,
She raises
Table.
a glass.
Actually, you ain't wrong, mister.
Who's talking?
"What?
Under the table is a halfling boy.
Oh,
One of the 2 halflings you saw earlier.
They just like he peers down, falls off the table.
eek.
Oof. Sits back up on the floor.
What's up?
Hello there. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Alton.
Nice to meet you, Alton.
It's Rowan's third brother.
What kind of Pokemon are you?
Have you seen my sister?
Rowan.
What's your sister's name?
His sister's name is Andrew.
Andrew. Okay. He just goes like, how long?
Hmm?
How long has your sister been missing?
Oh, about 30 seconds. I hid under this table.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
She's gonna find me. And I don't want her to find me.
Livy.
She's
Knowing that this is a murder mystery, I'm so
Yeah.
scared.
Hi, this
We
is
haven't-
Alton.
okay.
I'm friendly. Don't be scared of me.
No. Not him. I'm scared that his sister got killed.
Who's right by the table?
Oh no. Malone and Marlo are sitting down. Isabel's the only one who has decided to be cultured enough to use a chair.
Are you like both by Alton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of those who are by Alton make perception checks.
I
Oh, fuck.
fucking knew it.
Oh god, oh fuck.
And then make dexterity saving throws once I see how good your perception is.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a 13 plus. It's a 15 for perception.
Okay.
Excuse
See?
me.
Okay, so
If I burp, it's because of all the cupcakes he ate.
it's a 9 on the perception and a crit 20 on the saving throw.
Okay. Malone. Okay.
Oh no, the dexterity. I got.
Marlo, you're good. You don't need to roll dexterity.
Oh, okay, cool. That's really good because I got a 2.
Malone, you barely managed by some miracle to dodge out of the way as a halfling woman who looks almost identical to Alton somehow flies out of nowhere and tackles Alton to the ground.
Okay, good.
Just like
okay,
I
good.
just
She's
imagine
not
the
dead.
gaslight. I just imagine like the floaty sort of like sidestep.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. How'd you find me this time? You were talking to a bunch of people. Duh.
Sorry.
I like her voice.
It's no problem. Of course.
You know, if you guys if you guys really want to play hide and seek, never mind.
What was he gonna say?
He was gonna tell them like good hiding spots, but then he realized how dumb that would be.
In a house that isn't your own, you tell them all the good hiding spots.
It's true. It's just that if they know all the good hiding spots, they know where to look now, meaning the game isn't fun anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna like, you know what? Never mind. I'm sure you guys are smart. You'll find hiding spots, I believe.
Yeah. But anyway.
So who are you talking to?
Oh, I have no idea. It's a ghost man, a cat, and I don't know.
Of course you don't. You're an idiot.
Hey, that's not nice.
Of course it's not. But that was the joke.
Is this just halfling Kanye?
It's a bit Connie, but I was going more for Peridot.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that's probably
Well, I
why
mean,
Connie is based on
Connie also
Peridot.
is Peridot, so.
Connie is Peridot, but also a bit of Rose.
Yeah,
You're right.
Connie
yeah.
is a
Connie's voice isn't based on Peridot, just her.
Peridot sounds more like this.
That's actually a
way too
very
good.
that's a presentation actually.
Can you tell I've been watching Steven Universe?
So, as the kids kind of go about their business, Malone kind of circles back to Marlo and Isabel.
Everyone here is really weird.
I've noticed.
Says the cat boy with one eye.
I mean,
Who
the
tried-
three of us are a little weird too, but
Who
for some
tried to
reason we just
scam an orphanage worker out of money.
He didn't know.
I know, which is what made it beautiful. As you all are talking and chatting, there is a sudden scream from on top of the chandelier.
On top of the chandelier?
Malone's
On top
hair
of
just poofs right up.
Yeah, I think that
And-
Marlo's does too.
Hurtling downwards comes Hazel.
What?
What do you do?
Wait, the lady who worked
Shit.
at the orphanage?
Yep,
Mhm.
she's falling.
Well, I can't catch her. I'm too small. She'll crush me.
Malone just kind of floats up and just goes like, "Wait here," and just kind of he's gonna try and float over and see if he can maybe use any dex to catch her. He is a rogue.
Sure, go
Oh,
for
actually, I have mage hand. I can.
I have mage hand too, but I don't think mage hands can fucking lift up a body.
Ah,
it. Mage hands can only lift you if you weigh 5 pounds.
it can only lift Marlo.
Ooh.
Oof.
That's a 17 to dex save. He might not. He just might not be fast enough. That could be a thing. It is on the other side of
Yeah. It's good for a dex save, but also roll strength too, maybe?
Oh no! You found the thing I'm sensitive about. 14.
Oh no.
That was just the raw roll.
Ooh. Yeah. You're close.
Oh well. Damn.
As Hazel.
Should I roll if Isabel catches her?
How far away is Isabel? The chandelier's in the middle of the room. Isabel, I think, was on the edge of the room.
Oh yeah. Yeah, never mind.
Unless you have super fast snake power.
She's up.
Sonic snake.
No. I don't have sonic snakes.
Solid snake.
Dun, 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 dun.
No.
I hide in boxes.
Hazel hits the ground.
No, wait. Could I try to do something right
Oh.
before she does?
Sure.
Okay. Just because I think that this is what he would do. I think that even though it probably won't work, he does try to cast Mage Hand because it's strong enough to lift him up, so maybe it'll lift someone else.
Does he weigh 5 pounds?
He does not weigh 5 pounds.
He does not weigh 5 pounds, but I mean, he weighs 5 pounds, but I will say he is the size of like a house cat. He's tiny.
He's too.
Weird, because tabaxi are like size cat people.
Oh, really? I imagined him to be the size like of a cat.
I mean, you could flavor him that way. Just normally, tabaxi are humanoid size.
I was picturing him like the size of a small child.
That's what I was thinking.
And
yeah.
when you said size of an actual cat, I had to mentally picture my cat Steve, who I can pick up and hold in my arms. And then I pictured my cat Bear, who's smaller than that. And I went, how has this boy survived?
Yeah, I
any-
think baby boy, like 5-year-old boy height makes more sense.
Okay. I said he was 2 feet tall, but maybe he like almost 3. He was
Two-
like almost 3 feet tall.
That feels a bit better. Yeah.
Okay, I put him at 2'5".
I think Sylvester is like 3 feet tall.
I see. Oh, he'd probably be taller than Sylvester. I'd probably have to change his height. Anyways, sorry, dramatic moment. We can't talk about his height. Anyways,
It's okay.
so I'm going to
that's
try.
That's D&D for you.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to cast Mage Hand, but can I flavor it with wild magic because I know that this probably isn't going to work.
You want me to roll on the wild magic to see?
No, I think that I roll and then you tell me what it does.
Okay.
So you roll the 2d10s as good combo.
Yeah, roll the D100
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. It's a D100.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, that's
You do know there are like several ways where you could accidentally set her on fire.
Yeah, that's a 42.
42.
I'm scared.
Marlo,
Uh-huh.
this is what happens to you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Your feet start to solidify as you feel yourself changing. The tufts
No.
of your hair turn into leafy fronds.
Have I turned myself
As-
into a tree?
You have turned yourself into a potted plant.
Oh
No.
Pansy
The-
Caleb.
Fails.
no. Can I say
No.
can I say
As
that I am a pussy willow?
Yes, you are.
Cool.
I thought you would have said catnip. While a plant, you are incapacitated and have vulnerability to all damage
When does he get better?
until the start of the next turn.
But you're not in combat.
Quick, someone pick him up.
So we'll give it about the start of next turn is like what in the span of life 12 seconds.
Something like that. Yeah, it's not long.
Okay.
So Hazel hits the ground and we'll say the force of it causes the pot to shudder and you turn back into a person.
Well, that was absolutely useless.
Existential. Yeah, Malone's just too slow. I'm okay with that.
So she's on the ground.
Oh,
I
I
think-
liked her. I really hope.
I think Malone just kind of floats up a little bit after missing, And Livi, can I roll that all too terrifying investigation?
Sure.
All right. Well, guess I'm getting the truth because That's a 15 plus 5, so dirty.
All right. What are you investigating, like, super specifically?
Is
So I know
she
how to flavor this.
the famous 3 questions? Is she dead?
Okay. Since you got a 20, I gotta think of how to flavor this now.
Maybe I just chance.
Like, what are you doing to figure out if she's dead?
Checking for pulse, seeing if she's breathing, ghost stuff. I don't know, dude. Oh, wait a second. I know what I can do. I have ethereal vision. So maybe because it's a 20, I'll use this, and it won't take up the time. I can do this twice, but for like 30 seconds, I can see into the ethereal plane, which lets me basically see ghosts. I can't communicate with them, but I can.
Okay,
So
there's
if she's
there's
died, I would see her
not dead.
spirit.
She is breathing. It is very weak, and her heartbeat is slowing.
Oh no.
What do you do?
I'm not a healer. Fuck, dude.
Oh,
I think I'm just gonna keep the ethereal vision on for as long as I can, see the exact moment, because I think Malone thinks it's only a matter of time,
yeah.
but he's gonna call over Isobel and Marlo and just be like, you need to, either of you, anybody, if anybody can do something, please.
Yeah, I think that Marlo tried to catch her, so he sees this happen, and I think that at this point he's just like crying.
Thomas Collane rushes over. He is in a fancy white suit and just looks like the most fancy man you've ever seen. And he rips a necklace off, and around his neck he has an amulet, and he presses an amulet into Hazel's chest, and he whispers a few incantations, and Hazel kind of sits up. She has been restored half of her health.
Okay. He turns off the ethereal vision, looks over to Mr. Collane, just goes like, "Thank you."
Of course.
I kind of like sniff a little bit.
I'm happy.
I'm just like,
Does anyone know what happened?
Well, of course. There was an attempted murder on Hazel. She puts a feathered hand to her head and goes, "What on earth happened?"
Do you have any recollection, Miss Hazel? He just starts like kind of floating around her, kind of.
Well, I remember I was talking to Marlo, and then I went and I got another cup of punch, and I was thinking of heading home when I thought I saw something up on top of the chandelier. So I went and I flew over to look at it, and then I don't remember what happened.
Well, maybe you just lost. Maybe you just lost your balance and fell.
She kind of chuckles and she says, "Dear, I live in an orphanage filled with children. I can't be one to lose my balance."
Well, that makes no sense. That hit. Everyone trips
you
and
ever
falls
tried to carry-
sometimes.
Have you ever tried to carry 3 children down the stairs?
No, I can't carry much at all. Honestly, I'm very small.
Oh, that was Livi talking.
Oh.
But have you ever tried to carry 3
Me?
children down the stairs? It is a feat that requires a lot of balance.
no, I think the most children I've ever carried was 2.
Punch saw something. You actually see Malone like writing stuff down.
As you guys are all standing around Hazel, like making sure she's okay, Rosalind sees what's going on. She sees like how Hazel fell and just goes, "What on earth has happened? Oh, my dear Thomas, I'm going to faint. I really am this time. I promise.
Where's
She's
Tiamat,
swo-
lady?
She swoons and he catches her.
Like Malone's immediate thing is like bears.
She's that
Um,
was over dramatic. She's not even dead.
Althea is standing next to Dane, trying to hold a conversation.
Good. She's suffering enough.
No, it's him who's suffering.
I almost feel bad.
Really, I really must tell you, like, Tiamat is a wise goddess. She just.
I love this
Oh my
character
God.
so much.
I choose to believe that
just
he's like
wants to
beating
give
his
you
head on the
wealth.
table and trying to just dig that axe those extra few inches to just end it.
Dane looks just very confused. Oh yeah, where do I sign up for this religion?
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh wait, that's right, I'm an atheist.
Oh my goodness.
D&D. In a world where the gods have physical
And I
and
can
just
wear
be
a
chill.
skirt if I want to.
You go, girl.
Because dang, these legs look fine.
Do them legs look good though?
Oh my god.
Do those hips lie, Livy?
They good
Oh
legs.
my
They're
god.
good legs. Why does this always come up in our one shots?
I know.
Seems spooky. Lacuna had her legs.
It's true.
Mm.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I know. I think that's really funny though because yeah, in
Um,
D&D, the gods have like like they are real. Like
They're just
he just he just is he's just like face to face with Pan and he's just like you don't exist.
He's like the sorcerer who doesn't believe in magic.
Malone's gonna fly back over to Isabel or float back over and just be like, "Are you all right?"
yeah, I'm fine. I'm more concerned on what's going on.
I am too, but I figure with your ability to talk to people, our new cat friend, he kind of gestures to Marlo's seemingly apt skills with running and climbing and my detective skills. I bet you we can solve the case. Maybe find some favor with some. Kind of looks over to Marlo. Solve, find, and route out the murderer. They'll probably pay us handsome. You'll probably never need to be hungry again.
That sounds pretty nice, but what do you mean a murderer? There was no murder.
Attempted.
Yeah, but she could have just fell.
She could have, but no. He just kind of like pulls Bell in. Yes, she could have. We get money that.
Oh, I see. So, like, even if she did just fall, if we can find someone who we think might have
I mean,
been suspicious.
we could always fall back on the cultist dragon god.
Yeah, that's
Or
true. She's
it could
probably
be someone. It could be someone who we haven't seen yet.
You have a point. The mysterious.
Okay.
figure in the
Actually, I'm gonna go back to the Aarakocra lady.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you didn't just fall? Did someone try to push you?
Dearie, I don't remember a thing. I will say though, she like is patting her jacket. I cannot. I had a piece of parchment on me. It was a very important map that I had picked up from my parents' house earlier. They're the ones who built this place.
Was the map Malone is with him, and I'm assuming Isabel is. Was the map
I brought
was
it.
the map of this building?
Yes, it was like a blueprint, a layout. I brought it here to show Mr. and Mrs. Colane to thank them for allowing me to visit,
Mm-hmm.
so that they maybe could have it copied or something like that. But she keeps patting her jacket and like even looking around the room, getting more and more anxious. It's not here.
Malone finishes right that, just kind of has like, oh shit face. He just goes, I see. He turns to Isabel and
Were you talking to anyone before you fell?
Just you.
Well, I didn't push her.
I know you were there with us. I could you, but Marlo, Isabel, you do know what this and Miss Hazel, you do know what this means, yes?
No, I'm afraid
If
not.
someone attempted to push you, this is a hypothetical, but if someone tried to knock you down, that same person could have, very possibly, pickpocketed that map while you were falling. Meaning we have someone who is stealthy enough to reach a chandelier, can push you, and pickpocket, and now has the layout to this entire mansion.
Rosalind swoons again.
Oh!
Someone get this lady some water.
All
Oh,
eyes turn to her
she's
husband.
fine. She does this all the time. This is a
Maybe
daily
a-
occurrence.
Maybe a doctor then.
No, she's just dramatic.
Is Isabel.
It's not even
I
real.
am not.
Yeah, I knew it. It's not even real. It's just an act.
Commit to the bit. So, yeah.
I'm not dramatic. I'm just a diva.
Hi, Pot. I'm
I'm just fabulous.
I'm just
Yes,
fabulous, darling.
I love her. Love Grace.
Malone floats over back to his to Isabel and Marlo and just goes, "All right. So what do we know?"
Hazel got pushed down and there's a map stolen.
And that the killer could be in this very room. Da da da.
I love him so much. You don't even know.
Malone just kind of goes like, "That's the spirit, kid."
He's a good boy.
Turns to Isabel and just goes like, "So, Miss Isabel, what do you say? Are you gonna join me in Marlo investigation?"
She shrugs. Yeah, sure. I got nothing else better to do.
I was hoping you'd say that. Because now, Malone just kind of... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to float to the center of the room and basically just kind of, loud as I can, just say like, explain everything we know, and just tell them like, so from this moment forward, no one leaves until we sort this out. And like, I'm gonna basically try and roll group persuasion to see if people will start being,
Okay, roll persuasion then.
Cool. Persuasion is the best thing Malone's got. Because I put his best skill in 21.
The rolls this game, gosh.
I rolled a 13, and I gave his persuasion expertise. So
Nice. All right. Yeah, they all agree with you and they promise not to leave the room. However, the weather doesn't agree with you. As you finish your sentence and everyone nods in agreement, there is a big boom of thunder that shakes the building, followed by a flash of lightning as all the candles blow out.
Okay.
Fuck.
The candles are relit, pretty much magically because they're magic candles, with a flare for.
Do they glow purple? And does Mystery Skull's ghost start playing?
No, they're just candles with a flair for the dramatic. Sound like anyone you know?
Amazing.
Um,
Write that down because in a mystery,
Hey.
everything's important.
She is my queen. You leave her alone.
um,
Isabel is just like,
Yes.
feel you. I feel you in my soul.
as the lights come back on, Rosalind is missing.
No, queen.
What do you do?
Oh no.
I'll go run after her. Like, queen, wait.
Who's missing?
Rosalind. Dramatic
Oh no.
lady.
Oh, she was the dramatic one.
Mm-hmm.
Fainter woman. Rich fainter woman. Malone
Oh,
just
no.
kind of like sees this, that she's gone, just goes, oh, son of a bitch. I think we might be too late.
What do you mean? You think she's
I mean,
dead?
what if Hazel wasn't the target?
Could I roll to see if there's anything where we can track Rosalind? Okay. Do I roll a 20?
Yeah. Roll
Yeah.
roll d20 investigation.
Okay.
It's a very fine line between Marlo's voice and Rowan's voice.
Oh,
I need to.
that's a
I
Rowan's
also,
voice is higher and more feminine. Marlo's is cute.
a little
and
scratchier.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a cute little boy.
I
Wow.
think Malone at this point just like floats over to Marlo and just goes, hey, we might be into some dangerous stuff, all right? Hands him one of his 2 daggers.
I already have 2 daggers.
I pull out my 2 daggers.
He takes it back slowly and just like, oh, okay.
Aw, he tried.
I got a 6, so probably very low. Could have.
With you know what? With that, I'll give you a little bit of something. In the corner of the room, you see like, just as it happens, something falls over.
Okay.
It is leading into a hallway. What do you do?
I'm going to that hallway. I'm walking over to that hallway.
Okay,
Do I see this?
Malone. Yeah, Malone. This is right after you said no one leave the room.
God damn.
Well, shit. I think he's gonna look at Marlo. We have to go check up on her. Something might be wrong.
Oh, okay.
I follow behind him.
You two follow after Isabel as she walks away down the hallway. Behind you, Thomas and is panicking, and it seems that Althea and Dane have not noticed anything. The idiot.
They haven't noticed anything. What?
Because they're idiots.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So he's just gonna like float after Isabel, and seeing that Marlo is with like kind of keeping pace, he seems like kind of happy. Like, I know this is a stressful situation, but like he walked in alone and now he has people around him.
He's
Oh.
friendship.
He just kind of like sees her and just goes like, what are you looking for? Is something wrong?
He's saying this to Isabel?
Yeah.
Oh. She's like, something feels off. I feel like there's something odd at the end of this hallway.
All right. Here's what I say we. He just takes out his lantern and just basically he's trying to help Isabel out.
Okay.
Oh, like to light the way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Adorable. Love that.
Sorry, I keep burping. The
Okay.
No, it's cool.
the weather wasn't agreeing with us, and neither are the cupcakes with Marlo.
Who put
Um,
who p- who put milk?
so she smiles at him like, "Oh, thank you, such a gentleman." And
Oh, he's
she
blue
continues to walk through
Blue
this
rush.
hallway. Do we see anything in this hallway?
Oh, that's really funny. I imagine that they're like being cute, and like that's why Marlo burps. Like, ew, gross.
Like he vomits inside.
Like
Like a what is that reflex?
gag reflex.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh.
That's funny.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, roll perception.
All right. Hold on.
Would the
13.
light like give her a bonus or something?
The hallway wasn't like super dark, so
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fair.
kind. You know what?
Yeah, it's
I'll
fine.
allow it.
Dim. I got a 13.
Do you want to roll advantage or?
Yeah, why not? I got a 10.
Go with the 13.
Go with the 13. then.
13.
Are you at perception or
All right.
do you
so
not
perception.
have perception?
There's a few tables and things in here. The hallway is long, and at the end of the hallway there is a staircase heading down, like into the basement.
Oh,
B.
if
What
only
was
we
that?
if only we had a map. Told us what we were getting into. That'd be nice. Real
True.
cool.
What was that like super loud crunch?
I'm making myself a snack. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
What?
okay.
What are you making?
Anyway.
Soup?
No, if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. I was breaking out the cellophane for crumpet.
You're breaking out the cellophane
For-
for what?
Crumpet packaging.
Ha! Because we're
Oh, because you're British.
it's very
I'm
on. It's very on theme.
I'm
Being
toasting
fancy.
crumpet. Yeah.
Do you mean an
Being
English
fancy.
muffin?
Okay.
No, it's actually different. Like this is like it's the same shape, but I think it's made out of different stuff. It's from like a specialty store nearby.
Ooh.
Okay.
B, I'll trade you
Anyway.
a crumpet for a cat.
They're really addictive. Do not put like honey. 10.
B, I said I'd trade you a life for a crumpet.
I know. So Malone just
I'm not
Malone's
joking.
like I know. Malone's like really troubling himself right now because it's like, but everyone's back over there. But basement. But everyone's back over there. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So he just kind of thinks about it and just they all seem to have agreed. Storm ain't gonna let them leave.
Why don't we just go back and then get the map and then come right back to the staircase?
We don't have the map. The map is in the hands of the perpetrator.
Oh right, shoot, I forgot about that.
It's okay. It's okay. He just kind of thinks about it for a moment. All right, safest bet is here, and let's. If you're prepared, Miss Isabel, let's take on whatever downstairs.
Yeah, I'm down for that. What about you,
Marlo?
Marlo?
Yeah, okay.
Let's do this. And he just floats down the stairs.
Right,
See,
well,
I would say that he was like, I mean, I think he is a little bit nervous going down like a spooky hallway, but the thing is that he is a cat and he can see in the door, so it's not like super spooky.
Plus, Malone still has that hooded lantern.
That's true. He is a little bit scared of what he might see, though.
When we
Thank
get to
you.
the bottom of the stairs, Livy, I am gonna click on the ethereal vision again, see if I can see any spirits.
Okay. At the bottom of the stairs, there are no spirits.
Okay. He shakes it off, just checking.
I wanted to
there
do
is,
this,
however.
spirits, if you can hear me. Does it
I can
sound like
hear
Shakira?
Oh, I don't know.
Hey spirits, what's up? It's me.
Yeah,
Yo.
boy.
That's like my favorite line.
So anyway,
At the bottom of the stairs, there is no ghost. However, there is Thomas.
what?
Tied up
Oh,
in front of you.
oh no.
Oh, fuck. It takes me 20 seconds. It takes Malone 10 seconds just goes oh, son of a...
It cut out right when you said a bad word. It
Amazing.
Discord censored you.
Nice.
He's gonna take one of his daggers.
It's because I'm a child.
He's gonna take his daggers and free Mr. Cullen and set the lantern to the side. Be like, Mr. Cullen?
Yes.
Sorry, I laugh.
Did you say that is?
Laugh every time.
Well, I wanted to look for my wife, so I took the secret door.
Your voice is incredibly different, Mr. Cullen.
I don't think it is.
Isabel, you're the professional. Things, sure.
My voice is the same.
I think
Is my voice the same? The DM is having an existential crisis.
I think that Marlo's trying so hard to be polite and not laugh at this guy's voice.
Do I sound a bit like Sylvester from the Looney Tunes?
Stop it. I can only handle so much.
I really am going to catch that threaded little bird.
Malone is just looking over at Isabel. Is something wrong with this picture, or am I crazy?
I mean,
I love Looney Tunes.
oh my gosh.
I love Looney Tunes.
Um,
Always a little cat who loves cartoons.
she what's it called? Goes over to Thomas, do you know who did this to you?
Well, and he looks really embarrassed. I'm not the most well balanced person.
What do you mean by that?
I fell down the secret stairs.
Do
What?
I believe him?
You can roll insight.
Cool. I don't B does not believe.
I completely believe him.
He's stupid.
I 100% believe that this man just tripped down the stairs.
I mean,
B.
I've just
Got
You
tangled
have
up in
advantage
some
on
rope.
them.
I'm just taking a photo so that you think I'm full of shit. That's a crit.
Nice.
Proof.
It's
Proof
sending.
is in the pudding.
you said he was tied up, right?
It's sending. It's sending.
Sending.
He was tied up, but I cut him loose.
Oh, okay.
It's about halfway sent, but yeah, he got a crit.
Oh.
Also, yeah, Stellar, I'm sorry, Malone is hardcore crushing on Isabel.
Oh no, that's fine.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's my project for the weekend. Draw the spooky gang.
Oh.
The new spooky gang.
Oh my gosh.
We
Team
need a
Spooky
we need a different name than Team Spooky too. But I love these little detective characters. With y'all's permission, I might just make them C's.
What's a name for an old detective show?
Okay, I got the images there.
Nice. I like your dice.
Thank you.
Yeah. He is 100% telling the truth.
What the fuck is Mr.
Well,
Cullen? You know there's
I hit my head really, really hard.
How long would you say you've been down here?
I don't know. When did you leave?
So you were upstairs.
I was upstairs. I saw you leave. Took the secret door. Fell down the secret stairs. Hit my head. Woke up. Was tied up.
So someone
You
tied
seen
you
my
up
life.
and managed to outspeed all of us? Huh.
Someone might have followed me down the secret stairs.
You just want to make him say secret stairs with
Tom,
Is there anybody besides you in the building who would know?
My wife.
Thomas, if I may ask, and don't
Yes?
get offended, do you and your wife have problems? Like, that sounds terrible. Like, I mean, it is terrible. But like,
B thinks that's hilarious.
like,
B thinks that's hilarious. Malone shakes his crumpet in his hands and just like wiggles it over at Isabel's like, good question.
like, have you guys gotten into big arguments?
Oh, okay, those kinds of problems.
Yeah.
Murderable arguments.
Like, did she?
What did Marlo think the problems were?
I thought she meant like
Like what? You cut out. You cut out, please.
oh, I thought she meant like do you have like mental issues?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that Marlo thought problems.
Thought what?
Never mind.
No, you're gonna say that right now.
Were they having problems in private?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Marlo is 13 years old. He
My
doesn't
point,
have a dirty mind.
my point exactly.
Have you met a 13-year-old boy?
Thank you, Livy.
That's true.
My brother is recently 14.
Okay. Well, he's a
I
13-year-old boy who's lived by himself a lot. He hasn't really been around other little boys to be corrupted yet. Yet. I say yet.
Okay, I'd say that's fair, except for I don't know where he sleeps at night.
Around. Just different places.
He just sleeps around.
No!
God.
No, man. Livy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're stepping into some very dangerous territory. Don't make 13-year-old.
I'm sorry. It's just you gave me the perfect opportunity.
Okay. No. I meant like I think like different people will offer him places to stay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's
And he
good.
goes into
So he
different
doesn't like
towns.
just sleep on the street.
No, I mean I think like occasionally he has to, but most of the time we'll give him a place to stay.
Okay, well that's good. No, to answer your question, no, Thomas and his wife have not had problems. I guess we have a very healthy relationship.
Well, that's nice. I mean,
The reason she's just very dramatic because she's going to be pregnant.
oh,
Well, she's
congratulations.
It's a secret.
Got it.
Is that why you're
Yeah.
throwing this party?
Well, it was going to be our last party for a little bit while we wait.
Oh, I thought maybe it was like the type of thing where there was going to be like a reveal at the end.
Well, everyone left,
Oh.
Yeah. I
and
just
then a lady was almost murdered.
so, Mr. Collane, you believe it's murder?
Well, I don't believe she fell.
Fair enough. So, Malone just kind of looks to Marlo and Isabel and just goes like, "All right, here's everything we know." And he pulls out his notebook and he just goes, "Bet you thought that was a pointless detail, but no, B's actually been writing copious notes."
I need proof.
I'll
I
send them
believe
to you
it.
I'll send them to
I
you in a moment.
believe you, but I also just
He's
want
a big nerd.
I'll send them to you in a moment, but let me just read it off first. So we met a cultist of Tiamat. There's a crazy dwarven man who has a skort and an axe-like head. An axe in his head. His name's Dane. His band is the Delphiniums. There's Alton, the halfling boy, and his sister, whose name evaded me. Where are rich people? There's also the Kalanes themselves. The orphanage bird Hazel. It's an attempted murder on Hazel. Hazel was getting punched post talking to Marlo. Saw something up on the chandelier. Flew up, went back, fell, and nearly died. Hazel had an important map of the building that is now in the hands of the perpetrator, which is probably how they managed to know about the secret stairs. The candles are magic. Unfortunately, Marlo is a top suspect for being the last person Hazel talked to, so we kind of have to clear his name a bit. Everyone's in the room because of the storm. Mr. Kalane is tied up. Their wives, they're not having problems. We are left with Dane, Tiamat Lady, and the halfling. Vinny, Viddy, Vitchy. I came, I saw, I conquered. Anyway.
Good job.
So yeah, that just leaves us with the dwarf, the Tiamat cultist, and the halflings. Those are the only people who don't have an alibi, except for the fact that the halflings were the people we talked to last. So the halflings are the people we talked to last. They were right there when she fell, leaving Dane and cultists. I mean, obvious signs point to the cultists.
Yeah, but I feel like that might be a little bit.
Yeah, it feels a little too obvious. But Dane's also crazy. Like, not competent enough to pull this off crazy.
Yeah.
So, running theories. It was either the cultist, which makes too much sense, Dane, which makes too little sense, and it's time we start considering that there might be another person in this building.
You're right, it was me, the tooth fairy.
Mr. Kalane, if someone were to try and hide in your home, how would they do it? Like, where would be the best spot for someone to keep hidden and still pull off everything?
You mean like if they were playing hide and seek?
I suppose.
How old are you?
No, that was an obvious call-out post to the halfling.
Oh.
I suppose they're our best people to talk
I'm 37, expecting a child.
Oh, for some reason I thought he was a... Never mind.
He was a what?
Oh, that's really weird that I thought he was because it... Never mind. Abort.
Malone just kind of has a eureka moment and just goes, we need to talk to that halfling sister.
All right, so are you guys
We're
leaving
going
the
up.
basement?
Yep.
All right, up you go.
When we see the halfling girl, Malone like casually walks up to them and just goes like, so, we need to have a talk.
Of course you do.
How did you know where your brother was hiding? Besides talking to us, of course, it sounds like you've been playing this game quite a long time. Sounds like you know some of the best hiding spots in this place for him to have been found every single time, and not you.
To be fair, my brother has an intelligence score that is highly below average.
What's an intelligence score?
I'm gonna roll deception on
You
this.
gotta start making
+6
sense
to it.
woman.
And I rolled a
Wait,
14.
are you checking to see if she's lying?
No. Like, hear me out. I rolled a 14, got a 6. What I'm gonna say next is a lie, but that's my deception.
Ah.
I'm going to
Okay,
tell
I
her,
get it.
look, I think you're innocent, but I think your skill set of knowing where this person is hiding and could hide will be incredibly useful information. So if you could tell us just where you think, if you were them, where you'd hide.
I'm gonna roll insight. Just on that real quick.
Okay. I had a 14 plus 6, so.
So, she has a high wisdom. So plus 3. That's a 21. You are clearly telling a lie. I can tell by the way your eye twitched and you darted slightly to the left.
Huh. Pretty good. He kind of floats
My brother is very bad at hide and seek. He thought it was acceptable to be able to hide behind a leaf. I am also, she like adjusts her glasses, very perceptive.
Can I roll insight on her? I believe her, but I want to check.
I
Okay.
love her.
It's another 14. That's a 19 in insight. Do I is there I believe the gist of her story, you know? I'm just trying to see if there's anything that feels a little too much, you know?
You get that maybe she does always know where her brother is, kind of.
Yeah, I figured that part wasn't a lie.
In fact, she leans in. To tell the truth, I actually put a homing spell on him. He used to wander off a lot when we were younger.
I see.
And when he wanders off in the middle of the day in the market, it can be kind of difficult to track him down.
I think that Marlo kind of smiles at this girl. Not like crushed, just you're cool. I like you.
I see. Well, maybe your skills will be useful. And he tells her a very rough version of things.
Ah, I see, of course.
So we believe he has a map. This perpetrator has a map.
Why would you believe that it is a he?
I said the perpetrator, I'm sorry. Freudian slip.
Of course. Well, I can tell you for a fact that it was not my brother. It was most certainly not that strange elven woman who will not shut up about her religion and is trying to force it on everyone.
So do you think it was the dwarf?
He's too incompetent to achieve anything, unless of course, his incompetence is an act.
It's possible. The axe in the brain is real convincing.
Oh no, that's real. I tested it for DNA while he passed out.
Isabel, any input here?
Oh my god, she is just halfling.
I'm curious to know, where were you before? When you were finding your brother?
Oh, I was chatting.
With whom?
With everyone.
Where exactly were you at?
Ooh, Malone is just oh shit.
Be specific, woman.
Mentally. Oh shit. She ain't letting up.
Where were you on the night of the 15th?
Oh god, and we lost her.
I was in sick with the flu.
I turn on the I think I have a do I have the light cantrip? Hold on.
I think you gave yourself prestidigitation, which could do little sparks of light.
Okay. Let me see. I know that light was one of the okay, I don't have that one, but I have prestidigitation. Basically, you know the lamp, you know?
Yeah.
In the investigation room.
Yeah.
I use prestidigitation, I put this little ball of light in my hand and I just shine it in her face.
It's beautiful.
Squint my eyes at her.
Your eye at her.
My eye.
You're gonna tell us the whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Malone is in love.
Yeah, good cop, bad cop.
Yes.
She is like blushing. No,
What?
I was in the bathroom.
Oh.
She feels incredibly awkward.
So
I turn off the light.
so does Isabel. I'm so sorry.
Why would you apologize?
I don't know.
It was I who was withholding the truth.
Wait. When I was talking to Heather earlier, she told me about some girl at the orphanage who had the flu. Was she talking about you?
No, they were Kenku, but
Oh, never mind.
Retract the statement.
Never mind.
I do have something.
Or I should say that in his voice.
I do have something. See, B knows this, but I know Malone doesn't. Also, by the way, Livy, that's one part of my notes. Marlo, when you were talking with Hazel, did she mention anybody that we haven't seen? Did she bring a +1?
Oh, she mentioned her husband. But I don't know if she brought him here.
All right, I think it's time we ask Miss Hazel. Isabel?
Yeah.
Could you go ask Miss Hazel, see if you could politely get any information out of her? Marlo and I will stay here with the halfling. And Marlo, you stay with the halfling and I'll do a quick scout around, alright?
Wait, don't leave me alone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
People are getting murdered, maybe.
You're right. Alright, no, this isn't right. Miss Isabel, if you wouldn't mind go speaking to Hazel, I'll stay with you, Marlo.
He kind of just like smiles, but he's a little bit embarrassed that he's scared.
It's alright to be scared.
He's a little boy.
Yeah, I think Malone even says, like, it's alright to be scared. This is scary. It's a scary situation, but we can do this if we stick together and keep cool heads, alright?
He nods.
Oh.
He, like, pats him a little bit, but, like, not in the demeaning way, in the, like, I believe, like, the friendly, affirmative way.
I'll tell you right now, it's really, really soft.
Oh, baby.
Isabel sees us and just
He's a
smiling.
little cat. It probably feels really nice to like pet him on the head.
Oh.
Does he just instinctively purr?
Maybe a little bit.
Oh, I love him.
This is so cute.
He just smiles a little bit and just goes like, alright, you ready to do this, partner?
Yeah, okay.
He holds out a hand for him to shake at partner.
Oh, that's really cute. He does.
But my heart.
Then he turns
This
to
is
Isabel
the
and he's
cutest
like,
character I've ever.
if he turns
This
to
is the cutest trio. I love these people.
he turns to Isabel and just goes like, alright, if you see anything, come back over here, alright? Don't do anything crazy. Don't get yourself hurt.
She nods. Alright. I guess I'm gonna go talk
We'll
to
split
Hazel.
up. Mm-hmm.
You split the party.
Just a little bit. We're in the same room.
As a DM, it is rare that you get the voice to say, I split the party.
So
Because most players stick together.
it's true, but this is a mystery and there's always that scene.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of it being a mystery and there's always that scene, the lights go out.
No.
Again?
Oh fuck. Hooded Lantern is back out, and like he's looking. He is mostly looking for Isabel because he knows Marlo's right there.
I think Marlo kind of like his like he like poofs up a little bit and like grabs onto Malone's arm.
Oh,
Actually, Marlo, roll a.
Don't
I
you
can't think of the
fuck-
word. Dexterity.
don't you fucking touch a hair on this perfect boy's head.
I don't
That's a
want to
17.
harm him.
Wait, oh, that's a dexterity. Damn it. I have a -1. That's a 16. That's still pretty good though.
Still pretty good. You feel someone like grab your arm, like they're trying to pull you away from Malone.
I scream.
Malone immediately turns from his search to Isabel and like flashes the light immediately behind.
Grabbing onto Marlo's arm is Alton.
Do I do the thing that I think is in character, or do I do the smart thing?
I might
the
have
thing that you
like
did.
accidentally scratched his arm.
That'll be sufficient.
Trying to get away.
That'll be sufficient because what Malone would have done in character was taken like the blunt of one of his daggers and basically tried to like whack him with the blunt and knock the wind out of him.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I
I'm
think
sorry, it was not. I'm scared.
Okay, he sees this and just goes like flashes the light over to what's the name of the halfling girl? I'm sorry. What's the name of the halfling girl?
Marlo like hisses. Just
This is the halfling brother.
Right.
Alton.
His name's Alton, but what's her name? I'm sorry. That's the one name I didn't catch. Avery?
Andry, like Andre, but Andrew.
Andrew. Gotcha. He turns to Andrew and just goes like, "Hold your brother's hand. I need a head count."
Of course I will.
Okay, so she's holding his hand. I'm holding Marlo. There's no one else around. I flash the lantern.
I think at this point I've like jumped up. You're holding me like in your arms.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh, baby.
and with
I'm like clinging.
and
like
just lantern.
My claws are like sunk into your clothes.
It's fine. It's probably like a heavy trench coat or something, so it's probably not even a
Yeah.
big deal. So like
Okay.
lantern swing, and I'm gonna roll investigation because he's just worried about that pretty snake gal, my dude.
We're in a mist. There's
Fair
a
enough.
murder out there. There is no time for love.
17.
Yeah, you can see her. She's good.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Yeah, spoiler alert, you survived.
I just like seeing this.
Tiamat lady is gone.
Who?
Oh.
Or not gone, I should say. Rather in the middle of the room, building a fire.
What?
The weird mini-god person?
Wait.
using-
I thought we were still in the basement.
No, we're back up in the main room.
Oh.
She's using ranch dressing to draw cult symbols on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Malone doesn't know if this is sad or intimidating.
Oh, great Tiamat. You must really come save us. There's a freaky murdering guy
How do
and
you
stuff.
How do you know it's a guy?
Or a lady.
You
Or a non-binary.
you use that on me, I use it right back. Okay,
To be fair, I didn't use it on you.
I know that was more B to Livy, but whatever. The lantern.
True. I
Wait.
just heard he.
Okay, Malone just like lights the rest of his candles, and the magic candles probably come back in a minute.
They do.
And he's
They're
just
back
kind
now.
of like-
She's still building a fire.
He's-
She's throwing just vegetables from the vegetable tray on the fire.
He's just
since no
like-
one ate them.
He's just like, this is going nowhere. Like everyone has semi decent alibi, except for Dane.
Well, we were also going to
Dane
ask.
charges the fire.
Hazel.
We were also going to ask Hazel about her husband, right?
Yeah, I think with what just
Dane
happened, it's best to do that together.
charges the fire.
Did he just run into the fire?
Excuse me?
He's running at the fire.
What?
I don't know how
Whoa.
to process this.
I offer myself a sacrifice.
What?
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 Oh my gosh. Stop this, man.
Oh. Okay. So
This is some poltergeist.
cultist lady is crazy. So I'm gonna see if I shoot a short bow arrow, not at her, but at one of the sigils. If I mess it up, she might be like, "Wait, stop! We have to start over." That's a 10 to hit the ranch dressing sigil.
That's so funny.
Succeed.
Do I need to roll damage on the floor?
No.
Cool, because the floor still feels like floor.
Nice. You mess up the ranch dressing sigil, which are not words I ever thought I would have to say in my life.
Livi, you make the
Yeah.
most amazing characters.
Thank you.
Also, I'm
Thank-
eating bread.
I am
I'll just say that in his stress, Marlo went and got another cupcake.
No, baby.
Because I'm eating bread.
I apologize for everyone I've ever created.
No, they're great. I love them. Literally every time that the Tiamat lady speaks, I laugh.
Really? She'll have to show up more often.
I love her.
Okay. So the three of us are gonna go talk to Hazel about her husband. Isabel was taking point on that one, but actually I think Marlo is best suited because he's the only one who should know about it.
Yeah.
Who should know what?
You're the only one who she talked to, so if you ask it, it's way more natural.
That's true.
Yeah, I think she would trust you more too.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we're just like we're standing close behind you. We're not moving.
I'm a little boy. I'm trustworthy.
Even though you try to
So-
steal from her.
You can
Yeah.
trust me. I'm a little boy.
Yeah. Angus.
Marlo, as Marlo's doing this, Malone looks to Isabel and just goes like, "That was some cool interrogating you were doing. That was really something." Stellar went mute right then. Amazing.
Perfect timing.
It's okay. We'll just do
Oh,
Marlo's
I'm
scene.
We'll
Oh,
do that
okay.
after. Marlo first.
Yeah, Marlo
Alright.
first.
Okay. So he goes over to Hazel and he just kind of taps her on the shoulder. Is she like sitting somewhere now?
Yeah, she's sitting somewhere. Someone has gotten her a hot chocolate.
Oh, that's sweet of them. I kind of like tug on her. Is she wearing like a dress or something?
Yeah, she's wearing like a vest jacket thing over a dress.
Oh, that's an interesting look. Okay. I tug on her skirt a little bit.
Oh, yes? What's wrong? Oh, you've got cupcake crumbs in your whiskers. She like brushes your whiskers off.
That's so cute. Oh.
Thank you.
I
This may sound a little bit weird, but I actually wanted to ask. You mentioned your husband earlier, right?
Yes, Hamdies?
Yeah. I'm gonna admit something.
Oh?
I've never met your husband before. I I don't have a lot of money and I was begging. And I thought maybe that if you thought that I was from an orphanage, you'd want to give me money, but you work there and
She kind of like just smiles and goes, "Oh dear, I knew.
What?
Everyone at my orphanage has a jacket with their name on it."
Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Now that's
Also, my husband's name is Harold.
Harold. Okay. Would you mind telling me about him?
Of course. What do you want to know? Also, follow-up question, are you actually an orphan?
You don't have to know about me.
Oh, all right, Mr. Tough Guy.
No, he wasn't trying to be tough. He was more just like,
I'm asking the questions here.
I see the game you're playing, woman.
yeah.
It's the other way around.
She glances him over again. Dear, when was the last time you had a good meal?
20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
A meal that wasn't cupcakes stolen from a party.
yeah. I was just gonna. I was just having that.
Because that's not enough nutrition for a growing boy like yourself. Wouldn't you like a hot bowl of
I'd
soup
say,
and
like-
some warm bread?
Like maybe about a week ago,
And a
someone
nice-
let me stay at their house for a few days and food.
This is getting real. As someone who's staying in someone's home. Oh, this is getting real.
What's happening?
Would you like to...
You don't have to talk about me. I'm asking.
All right. Go ahead, ask your questions.
That was my question. I just wanted to know about him.
Oh, well,
I think it's around
Okay.
now Malone and Isabel make their presence known, and he just kind of goes like, "We're so sorry, Miss Hazel. I know this seems so out of the blue, and we've been trying our best to solve this, but it seems like everybody here has very good reason that they're not causing all this chaos."
oh, well, it wouldn't offend my husband, I'll tell you that.
Well, I believe you, ma'am. He was the one name that didn't have a face, you know?
Oh, he's not here. Someone had to stay home and watch the orphanage.
I suppose that makes sense. Can I roll insight on her? Like, I do believe her genuinely, but Malone is a suspicious boy.
All right, go for it.
12 plus 5, 17.
Yeah, she's telling the truth.
Okay. So I think he just kind of nods and just goes like, "Miss Hazel, I'm so sorry. This must seem so rude."
Oh no, it's fine. You're trying to solve the mystery.
We're
You're just like the kids at the orphanage when I set up a scavenger hunt.
well,
I love her.
he smiles a little bit and just goes like, "Huh, well, I know the feeling, you could say." But he turns to
Like as you guys are chatting, she like is reaching into her bag and she pulls out like knitting.
Oh, I love this one.
Marlo wants her to be his mom.
Malone looks to Marlo and Isabel and just goes, "All right," and Miss Hazel, because he does trust her. "All right, so Miss Hazel, here is everything we know." And he gave the halfling girl. He gave Andri like the cliff notes, you know,
Mm-hmm.
left out important details here and there, maybe fudged a few things. But with Miss Hazel, he's being like full stop. Here's everything we know. Is there anything you could tell us?
She is, by the time you are done, she has finished knitting.
Wow.
She knit a tiny sweater for Marlo.
Oh, oh my god.
Is she a second?
I just like.
She like
Oh my god. I just like. I like sniff a little bit. Like I want this lady to be my mom now.
She is second queen now.
she like brushes his hair back, like fixes it gently.
Oh, Vivi.
This should be about, just like hands him the sweater as she starts talking. This should be about your size, dear. Well,
I'm like trying not to cry.
Oh,
Oh,
Like,
you guys gave me such good characters for this character to interact with. I love her.
that's like one of the nicest things that someone's ever done. He's feeling many emotions.
Good. B, what was your question specifically again?
I was just filling her in on everything, and I was just like, so, with that all said, is there anything you could give us, Miss Hazel? I mean, any suspicion you've got? You're wiser than all of us running around, kids.
Well, I wouldn't say that. You three seem very smart.
It means a lot.
Oh my word. Well, Thomas and Rosalind are, I'd say they're pretty innocent.
They
Althea,
wouldn't sabotage each other.
yeah, yes, of course, they wouldn't do that. Althea's, well, she's a kook, but not a murderer.
She does not know who Tiamat. I'm starting to get the sense that it's ignorance and not malice.
She says she wants to sacrifice things to Tiamat. She doesn't actually know what that means. She is not an ordained cleric, or warlock, or paladin.
She's just crazy.
She hung outside a seminar for 3 days.
oh,
Oh, one of those.
Wears all the banners and the t-shirts. You know the type.
Oh gosh.
Dane, well, let's see. One of the orphans, well, she was an orphan. She got adopted. Bless the heart. Bless the heart. She works at the old folks' home, and she knows Dane. Says he's the worst dwarf she's ever met. A flirt, very rude, a creep,
that's
just a general bad
he
sort.
didn't.
If there's anyone in, I know quite a few people in town, but the person I don't know would be, well, no, Alton and Andri, those two little halflings. They did stop into the orphanage when they were younger. Then they got old and moved on. Of course, that was when I was younger.
Oh, I just did a quick Google search, and Livi, you're a genius.
What's up?
I Googled delphinium. It's a toxic plant.
Oh.
That was the one loose plot thread in my mind. He just kept pushing that name. I just needed to know. But that's a big B now. For Malone to know, should I roll nature?
Sure.
Because this is something B was like, wait a second, this is something I missed, you know?
Wait, how did you spell it?
It's DELPHINIUM.
Okay, then
Another word.
Yeah.
Another word for it is larkspur.
Yeah. You found it then.
Okay, well, art imitates life sometimes. Because I just rolled an 18 plus, what's my nature? 3.
You solved the mystery.
What do you want to know about the plant?
I just like,
We've solved your murder.
I just think what happens is like, maybe Malone has something like, maybe has like a little bit of. Actually, you know what? Livi, I think I know how I'm going to make this all kind of work. So,
Alrighty.
Miss Hazel,
Yes.
you said that this dwarven man was a bit of a bad sort. You said he kept talking to us about a band name he had, which, now that I think about it, their name kind of starts making some sense, if that's true.
What was it
Would you say
called?
that they it was called the Delphiniums, and I may not be a druid or anything, but I do have some knowledge of plants, and I know that plant in particular is incredibly toxic. So, seems like a bit of symbolism, if you ask me. Miss Hazel, I must ask you, do you think a dwarf would be small enough to fit on that chandelier?
She looks up at the chandelier. Maybe.
I mean, it's the perfect ruse. Play an imbecile, infiltrate. The only thing would be how he managed to pickpocket you. I mean, he seems a bit brutish, but not necessarily stealthy. But it's enough to go off.
He's also got that axe in his head. Makes him a little bit noticeable.
It does. I mean, let me think about the other things. The lights always go. He doesn't seem to have any magic to him except whatever allowed him to stay alive this long. But that could just be the magic of fate. But I think we have enough to make an accusation. But I'm only he stops a little bit and goes, I've never had to do this before, but I'm only going to do this if everyone is in agreement. So, Miss Hazel, Marlo, Miss Isabel, in this short time together, you have been amazing help, and I don't want to jump to a conclusion if it's not something we're all willing to do together.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm in.
Miss Hazel? All right. Let's go talk to Dane. And so the three of us
make
just
a
kind of...
dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no!
I'm bad at these. I got a 12.
Stat, no.
No.
That's
The
a six.
lights go out again one final time. Isabel,
Right when we
you
were
are
talking
grabbed. Your legs are both grabbed by two small
Yeah.
hands.
I scream again.
Marlo, you don't see this. It's dark. You're good.
Do I have the lantern?
No, wait. But
no.
I rolled a 7. Didn't my legs get...
No. It was only Isabel had to make the save.
Oh.
You're good.
Can I step on these hands?
Your legs are grabbed. You are being dragged.
Wait, I
Eek.
have the lantern. Can I make a split second perception?
All lights went out really quick. All lights return, but all lights go out.
Including the lantern.
No.
I think Malone's like a little confused by this, and when he comes back on, he's like, where's Isabel?
Oh man.
I don't know. I didn't see her go.
All right, I'm rolling investigation. My boy, 16 plus 5.
Go get
Good.
your woman.
Good boy. However, we're gonna start with Isabel on this one.
Alright.
You're getting too nosy.
What?
This person is obviously trying to disguise their voice.
I was born in the darkness. You were born in the darkness, Isabel, but I was molded by it.
Okay.
You want to know truth here, Batman?
So we're gonna have to.
You have to. We can't understand what he's.
Just agree to leave, and we'll let you go. All we want is the shut up.
Oh, there's two of you.
Oh.
Are you the siblings?
I liked them.
It's you little bastards, aren't you?
You got Isabel, you are in what seems to be like a large closet. You have been tied to a chair. A light shines down on you.
Wonderful.
Well, sort of. Alton is holding a candle.
Wonderful.
No. But then she was cool and he was nice and
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
I knew it was you two little bastards.
Did you actually say that?
Yes.
I love her so much.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think
it was
think
us,
it's been
which
I don't
is why
think it
we
was
kidnapped
stated
you.
I don't think it's stated enough. B adores Isabel so much. She's so cute.
Of course you knew it was us, which is why we kidnapped you.
So what do you...
Of course, also, if we kidnap you, the ghost one is sure to follow, and the annoying little cat after him. Annoying, but cute.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna kill me?
That is not my intent. I don't want to get blood on my hands.
There's a but.
My brother,
There's
on the other hand.
Aw, you motherfucker.
I love these villains.
You'll never get away with this.
Oh, but we already
Never
have.
take me alive!
oh god, the cliches.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Livy,
Yeah.
with that real good investigation, what do I see?
With your good investigation, you see footprints.
I follow them. Do they lead to the closet?
They lead down upstairs.
He turns to Marlo and just goes like, "You ready?"
He's nervous.
Aw.
He pats him on the head and just goes like, "Don't worry, we got this."
Okay.
Like he kind of spends a little extra time patting his head. He's like, "Your fur is really."
Oh.
And so he keeps trailing the footprints.
Okay. You follow the trail into a carpeted room where the footprints stop.
Okay.
Both of you roll perception.
Shit. Shea?
Damn it. That's not very good. It's another 7.
B?
6.
From behind you. Hello, guys. What are you doing in my library?
Mister, we were following footprints. Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, you see, he wiggles a book on a bookshelf, and a door swings open and closes. There's lots of secret doors.
Oh.
It's my house.
17 plus 5. 17 plus 5 insight. What's going on? Do I believe him? What's up?
He was following you.
Oh?
He wants to know where his wife is. He's still like looking around for her.
Okay, so he's still with us, but
Mm-hmm.
he's not gonna like stab us in the back or anything.
No.
Okay, he just turns to him and says like, "These footprints end here, at this wherever they end at specifically."
They end at a kind of like someone climbed up onto a table almost.
Okay, I'm gonna float up because I don't need to walk.
There is a footprint on the table.
Mm-hmm.
mud on the table. What would their mothers say?
Okay. And like they like got any? Is there anything up rafters or scaffolding?
Oh, that's clever. So
roll
like,
another,
did
roll
he
another perception.
did he stand on the table to like push her to like get up by the chandelier and push her?
This is
He's
in a
a ha-
different.
Oh, I see. Well, I was just thinking 'cause
14?
since he's a halfling, he'd have to stand up.
There is a tiny. You can see just over the corner of your eye a rope dangling, like it had been pulled back up above this table.
Malone lifts up Marlo and just kind of like shows him this, and he turns to the rich guy and just says like, "We got this. We'll bring her back."
All right, thank you.
I know. I just needed to show you where it was and then like set you off. Basically, I was basically like setting you on there, and you could climb up the rest.
You'd have to put the rope down, but anyway.
I'd pull it.
Anyway, back to Isabel. Listen, our plan was very simple. We just needed to get in, get what we needed, and get out.
But what for? What do you gain from this?
Does Isabel have a charming spell?
I actually do. I have charm person. Oh, hey, duh. Oh, classic me. Can I charm these people? Oh, I also have sleep too. Oh, I should.
Sure, you can charm
Yeah, I should
them.
just do charm. All right. Sleep.
They need to make, I think, wisdom saves.
Am I good at wisdom? Where's my?
Oh no,
Oh.
the halfling.
Okay.
Or who? Charm person works. Hold on, let me get this. You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see. They make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting. If it fails to save, it's charmed until the spell ends or until you and your companions do anything harm. So it can only be one person.
Damn it. I'm gonna do it.
There is potential in that, but you have to choose which of the siblings.
Of course, I'm gonna choose a smart one, since this.
But she does, right? But that does mean she has good wisdom. It's a gamble, but it's a smart gamble.
It's a risk I'll take. And then,
Alrighty.
please let that be high. Oh, son of a bitch.
So Andrew has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty.
Mine's a 6.
I don't think you have to contest it. It's against your spell safety.
Yeah.
Choose +3 wisdom. Don't feel like getting out my actual dice. Do they both have to make one?
No, she can only choose one person per spell slot.
Okay. Okay. What's your spell save DC? Is that what I'm trying to beat?
Yeah. It's Stellar. What's your charisma modifier?
Charisma, it is +4.
So that's 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. Because she got a 13.
Nice. So while the spell is in effect, Andrea is going to treat Isabel like they're her best friend.
Nice. Alright, so. Hey, buddy. Pal. My bestie. Wanna let me out of these ropes?
Oh, Isabel. Of course, we're best friends, right?
Totally.
I have to let you out of these ropes. Alton goes, no. I want to keep her tied
Oh,
up.
you son of a bitch, shut up.
It'll take a long time to undo these ropes, Andre. I used the knots I learned in Cub Scouts. Owlbear Cub Scouts.
I remember when I was an owl bear learning not. But then you make it up to dire wolf and everything's fine.
Oh my gosh.
It's really complicated Gregorian knot.
You know, I have
Don't try to act cute, you're evil.
I have a suggestion. How about you let me out of these ropes, and then we can just create new ones?
I am not skilled enough to undo these ropes, and I have no knife.
Could use that candle there.
That is a fire hazard, and I don't want to endanger the life of my best friend.
Fuck, that's clever.
That is clever.
Damn, what do I do?
I could leave and give you some of our treasure.
That's not what I want. Oh, maybe, do you have anything sharp with your treasure?
I mean, I can look.
Yes, please do.
She goes behind you and rifles through a giant sack of clanging
Oh,
metal.
damn.
I see. So they've been stealing from these people at this party. Not kind of unlike one. Anyways,
the reason we broke in was there was a map. The lady had it. We stole the map. She throws the map over her shoulder.
Oh, yes,
We stole the map. We found the secret vault where they keep all of the cursed items and the magical ones.
this is good information.
So there's got to be at least some sort of cursed knife that could, if accidentally touched to human skin or any sort of skin, destroy your flesh and melt the blood off of your bones.
That's nice. Isn't that dandy?
I'm sure it would incinerate the ropes, but I really would not like to touch you with it.
Real talk, the real reason I asked if she could charm was so that way there's a really clever subversion on monologue. Where instead of the villain giving their plans because ha ha ha, it's like, let me tell you what I've been up to, best friend.
I see.
I love that.
Yep. It's gonna be a risk I'll take. Cut these ropes.
Also, I was going to say, the brother does, he's just he's not charmed in the way.
He's helping look through the treasure.
Okay, but he's not charmed, is
he? Mm-mm.
But he is stupid.
Okay. Is he actually stupid, or is he just playing like he's a murderer?
He is actually stupid.
Oh, okay. Because
Meanwhile,
I was just going to say, if he wasn't helping you, right? Then you said that you had sleep. I would suggest just putting him to sleep, interacting with the other girl.
Oh yeah.
That might still be a good idea though, because
Oh yeah,
if he's asleep.
Oh yeah, if she snaps out of it.
Mm-hmm.
The charm will last an hour unless you act hostile.
Yeah. So I'd say once they're done helping you,
Although
it
it
might be,
it might be a thing. Yeah, you'd have to wait because if you cast a spell now, it could be viewed as harming their brother, which could break the charm.
Yeah.
I see. So yeah, wait until.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
They can't run.
Yeah.
Also, for flavor, these are ideas her snakes are giving her.
They're talking to.
I find it very cute that your snakes are talking to you.
I find it cute as well.
Have I mentioned how beautiful you are?
Yes, I know. Now cut me loose.
There's no knife in here.
What?
I'm afraid I can't cut you loose. I'm very sorry.
And then it cuts to Malone and Marlo.
If you want, I could try to eat the ropes.
Yes, please. I would love that. Please. Do it for your bestie.
I rolled a 3. This is going to take a
Yeah.
while.
She's gumming the ropes.
No, like, imagine how hard that would be. She's not like any kind of creature with sharp teeth. She's a halfling.
Oh, baby. I almost feel bad for these attempted murderers.
I know. I kind of like them.
Isabel's just screaming inside. Oh my gosh.
Isabel is like one of the most competent people. She's not like incompetent damsel in distress. It's just that her captors are morons.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Alton, will you help me eat this rope?
Okay. Why are we eating the rope?
So we can get her free. Duh. You moron.
I am not a moron.
Oh my god.
Okay. I thought we wanted her tied up.
Well, we don't anymore, clearly. She is my best friend. The only friend I have ever had.
Oh,
Aw.
Oof.
A much better companion than you.
Aw.
Oof.
gut
You
punch.
know. Come on, guys. We're all buds. Not really.
Oh.
Whew. Whew.
And thus start his villain backstory.
Back to
His
Marlo
sister
and
betrayed him, and now he's.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Malone pulled down the rope. Marlo's climbing. He's floating up. He is corporeal, so he can't like go through walls.
Mm-hmm.
So he does have to like be careful how he maneuvers. He is like a person. He just has ghostly abilities, you know?
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
That's how Aetheril work. They're not actually dead. They just have like some ghosty magic.
Can't even go through walls. Your lame ghost. I'm joking. Okay, so I'm climbing up this rope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fuck your shit. I'm going up. You can't unsuck my suck cup.
No.
I don't even know what you said, and I'm not going to pretend to know.
Suction cup, man.
Stop. So okay, so I get to the top of this. What do I see?
You see, make a perception check
Okay.
with advantage because you have dark vision.
Okay. That is a 12 plus. See, okay, this is something that I was thinking about. I have a bonus to perception because isn't perception an intelligence stat?
I believe so. No, it's wisdom.
Okay. Well, anyways, but I feel like Marlo should have disadvantage on perception because he has one eye and can't see very well. Like that just makes sense to me. So I'll say that that's just like an 11.
Okay, but you did have advantage to it.
I did. Okay, so that would be a 13.
So did you roll? Advantage means you rolled twice.
Yes. Oh, I get to roll again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You were thinking of skill though.
Oh,
That's not-
yeah.
13 would be would you add your perception modifier, which you do at
I
base.
rolled again and it was,
Advantage just means you roll.
so I'll take the first one.
Okay.
13.
All right. In this room, you see Rosalind.
Okay.
She's lying on like a fainting couch.
Perfect.
And two guards are like giving her a lemonade, and one of them is fanning her.
Me.
Actually perfect.
Lovely.
Malone kind of follows after and just goes, oh. There we go, I guess.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Fancy. meeting you here.
What happened?
Funny story.
I'm Taka.
I'll go now. From TV, babe.
Yes, queen. Livi.
Actually, I'm Garfield, the Deals Warlock.
God. We're gonna get. Nah, the McElroys are too nice. I don't. Us.
They won't kill us. In case the McElroys, the good DM people, the good Venture Zone peeps. If they ever hear this cursed episode, hey, we like you guys. You're really cool. Maybe we should hang out or something.
Drink.
They're not. They're not ever
We're
going
all-
to hear this.
we're all Malone to your Isabel McElroys.
I love you too.
Never has finer poetry been said.
Thank you.
They're never gonna hear this though.
You never know.
One can dream.
Gosh, I hope it's the best.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway. Hey boy. Oh, it's late. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, we should probably speed through the rest of this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Dang. Anyway. Well, darlings, funny story. So, you remember how my husband said I was being dramatic?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't like that.
What?
So I left. It was getting
So you didn't get kidnapped.
well. I had Jeffrey and Georgie bring me up here.
So you're fine. Good.
Well, I mean, I did get stabbed.
What?
What?
I mean, it's fine though.
That's not okay.
It only hit me for 2 points of damage.
Ah, I see. Okay,
The
roll
knife
an
is
18.
still in her stomach.
Oh god.
18. Do I believe her?
What?
Wait, the knife is still in her?
Yes.
Oh my god.
18. Do I believe her?
Yes.
Okay, fuck. All right. He's just like, shit, that sucks, bro.
Yeah. It was that little halfling girl.
Really?
Yeah, she stabbed me with a knife because I saw her push Hazel.
And you didn't think that was pertinent information at the time?
Well, I fainted. Also, I didn't think I saw her. I thought I was dreaming.
You're
Malone is like,
you're aware you
Malone
have
is
a
a
knife
broken
in
man.
right?
Friendly little reminder to the players. What did Thomas say about her earlier?
What?
What did Thomas say about his wife earlier?
She was being dramatic.
I
I don't remember.
Fast forward a bit to recent. Like why they wouldn't have had problems.
Oh, because she's having a baby?
Where's the knife?
Oh, it's in her stomach.
Wait, so you're not pregnant?
I might not be anymore. She's in shock. She's been stabbed. She's loopy from shock.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck. Well, I'll tell you what, ma'am. Your husband's been following us. He'll bring you to safety, we promise.
No, I'm plenty safe
Follow-
up here. No one's found me.
He looks at the guards, like, in her delusions, does she think they're just like pillowcases? Like, are these real guards?
They are real guards. They brought her lemonade.
Okay, he just kind of like looks at them and just goes like, we are going to find the halfling. Keep her safe, okay?
They both nod.
Where did they go? Do you have any idea?
They shrug.
Do the footprints continue?
Nope, they were theirs.
Shit. Cool. Awesome. Malone is a fucking nervous wreck because Isabel could be dead. Sir. He's just gonna like slink up, kind of be like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's cool. I also rolled to see if Marlo would be squeamish about the knife.
Mm-hmm.
So he definitely is.
What did you roll?
What?
What did you roll?
Constitution.
But what did you get? What the number?
Oh, I got a 3. So he is. He does not
It's
like
all the
seeing
good-
that knife
the
in that
cupcakes
lady.
are back.
What?
Cupcakes are making a revenge.
Yeah, a little bit.
Shit, dude.
That's cool. We're both just having panic attacks.
I think after a little bit, Malone just goes like, panicking will keep her safe. Marlo, are you okay?
I don't feel good.
I know. He kind of just picks him up a little bit, and he just goes like, I wish I was better at this. I'm not a real detective. I just showed up.
Someone needs to get that knife out of that lady.
Please don't actually do that. That could be real bad. Like, at least don't do that until she's in the presence of her husband, who can cauterize wounds and heal her, please. With that amulet.
Mm-hmm.
So her husband can heal them. That's fine. Brought Hazel back from the brink, so I think we'll be okay, Marlo.
Yeah, okay.
I just like lay down on his shoulder.
He kind of like floats him down a little bit. All right, actually, yeah. I'm going to roll investigation, see if there's anything else up on this floor, if we have to go all the way back. Investigation, that's a 5, 18, 19, 21, 2, 23. My boy, even in his doldrums.
Nice.
Amazing. I love him. I'm gonna hold that thought.
Okay.
And
That's not an exhale of like annoyance, it's an exhale of damn, we gotta like, you know.
yeah, I get you.
It's a story, damn, not a you know.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Isabel. They have not succeeded in biting through the
Oh
rope.
my gosh. I'm gonna kill these siblings, man.
May I? It has been 30 minutes and my teeth are getting
Well,
tired.
chew faster.
You know how we are best friends, but do you know how expensive dentures are
I do not care.
in this day and age?
For the sake of moving the story along, can me and Malone just please enter this room?
Yes, please. I want out.
Maybe I should go find some help.
Yes, please. Go.
I'll go find your other friends,
Yes.
the ones who aren't best friends like me and you are.
Yes,
She winks really heavily.
that's very
Cute.
Maybe more than friends.
She winks.
No.
Is she talking about herself or?
Maybe we are more than friends.
No, just
Wink.
She like really leans into the wink and almost falls over.
just go get the other. Just go get those two, please.
Okay.
She like scampers off happily. Like she's skipping.
I'm sorry, I love her.
La, la, la.
I know
Excuse
she's evil, but I love her.
Excuse me,
Elmo's
Malone,
world.
Marlo. Do either of you have anything sharp on you?
Yes.
May I have all of your knives?
Not all of them.
I don't like that. I think he's gonna just be like, "Why don't you take us there instead?"
You don't know if she's charmed, and you do know that she stabbed at some point. Stabbed.
Right.
Oh
think,
yeah, you're
okay,
right. We
here's-
do know that she's. Oh yeah. Okay. So in that
May
case,
I have your knife?
Hell no.
All right then.
You
Unwilling to
stabbed a
share.
pregnant lady in the stomach.
I apologize. I cannot apologize for that. It is what needed to be done.
How could you? I thought we were cool.
okay,
Now,
I know what I'm
excuse
gonna
me,
do.
Malone. May I have a knife? I need to use it with Isabel.
That's a good thing to start off with.
This is like a loud inhale and just goes, "I don't have a knife, Andre, but I do have something you can have.
And
And I'm
what
gonna tie them with my 50 feet of fucking rope."
hell yeah.
I mean, I might be able to tie them with my 50 feet of rope. That's an 11.
11 to do 11 what? Just straight 11?
I got an 11. I added my dex, and I was just gonna try and like tie her up.
I mean, you start like wrapping the rope around her, and she goes, No, Malone. And she like pushes the rope down. We don't need more rope. She's already tied up, and enough as it is. What I need from you is your knife or your dagger
Oh my
or a
god!
short sword if you have one.
See, in context, I know what's going on, but out of like in character, Malone's like furious.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so weird. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna maybe roll insight. It seems a little weird that she's asking them for a knife.
Mm-hmm.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 16 plus 5.
Oh,
She wants the knife
Wait.
to cut stuff. She
Wait,
has
Malone.
Not Isabel.
I have message.
What's up?
I can figure out where she is.
Do it.
Okay. Should I put some wild
Yeah.
magic on this?
It's a cantrip. I think it has to be a damaging spell.
I see. Okay. So I'm gonna try to do message and figure out where she is.
And I'm just like, upon catching that with my insight, blade down, like handing it hilt, by the wood. He hands her the smallest dagger he's got.
Thank you for your assistance, Malone. And she immediately like turns and walks away.
He's gonna float and follow.
Yeah. Marlo's also
Yours
gonna
is
follow,
no
but
longer
he's
required. Thank you. Please go away.
Thank you. Please shut up.
You are very polite, small boy. Perhaps you could be useful.
Nah.
I'm good.
She like stops
no,
in her tracks
I
and she
think
picks
that-
up like your hand. You have claws in your hands.
Yeah.
This makes you good at digging. You can dig
No.
our tunnel. And she continues.
I think you're thinking of dogs. I'm not a dog.
Malone like puts his hand on your shoulder. Malone puts his hand on your shoulder and just goes like, if she's gonna get you inside, do it. I have a plan.
Okay.
So she's gonna follow. He's
Woof
gonna follow.
woof, I guess.
I'm gonna roll the dog.
You are not a dog. You are a cat. A bipedal one at that.
Yeah, but you were talking about digging. Okay, what? Just leave me.
I mean, do cats not
It-
dig to bury their
and-
turds in the dirt?
Oh my god.
I'm not going to
10 plus
answer that.
5, 15.
I did not say you were a cat.
I have a 15.
You are a tabaxi. You are a civilized cat.
Thank you.
Sorry, going into Rowan's voice because I'm getting angry.
I love that.
Take
Isabel.
me.
Isabel, I have brought back a knife.
Oh, thank goodness.
And Malone has
you.
stealthily followed with a 15.
All right, goody.
I rush over to Isabel and start, I do have. Well, I was gonna say I do have claws.
Tabaxi do have claws naturally. They can use them as a weapon.
Cool. See, that like that's cool that I just kind of like cut her out of the rope with my claws, but I also have 2
No,
daggers.
that is not necessary. I already can handle this. And she
Well, I
takes
was gonna
the-
say I also
the
have 2
rope.
daggers.
She's like,
Just
Let Andrew do
Okay.
this. This is
she
her
starts
charm.
sawing her out.
okay.
There you are.
Once
then,
he
friends.
once
I love you.
can I hold an action?
I love you. I love you too. Oh, yeah.
Can I hold an action for something, Livy?
Okay, what do you want?
I want to wait until the exact moment that Isabel is free enough to walk out of the chair, and then and there, from my 15 stealth position, I would like to drop 1,000 ball bearings and trip up the halfling.
Heck yes.
I love it. Please, thank you. Oh my word.
You found a reason to use ridiculous items.
She runs out of the chair and like so happy to see the two of you.
Aw.
And I just drop the ball bearings immediately as she's like, best friend, like probably walks over for like a friend hug, then just
Like,
trips.
ew, no,
Yeah.
don't touch me.
But yeah, they both rolled 12s on their deck saves.
Haha.
They fall down on their butts. Ow. You seem to have dropped 1,000 ball bearings.
Yes, I did. He's
Isabel.
gonna
Isabel, it is
He's
dangerous
gonna-
for you to walk here. I will stay and pick them all up. She starts dutifully like picking up each one.
Oh.
He's gonna like nod and just like hand her like a bag with a hole. No, I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna take his backpack, and I'm gonna roll sleight of hand. I'm gonna cut a hole in my backpack with my dagger.
Okay.
Why?
So they all fall
You'll see.
out.
Oh my.
14. I've cut a hole there's a 14. Make it so that way she doesn't see.
Mm-hmm.
I hand her the backpack and just go, here you go. You can put them all back in there.
Aw.
Thank you. She starts putting them back in the backpack. Not noticing.
We
as
dip.
you
We just fucking dip. We fucking dip.
Should we call the police?
And as we leave, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
As we leave, Malone is gonna like find what's the leader? What's his name? Thomas? Thomas. It just like tell them because he's been taking copious notes. He's gonna rip out a page of his notebook, hand it to him, and it's exactly where they are, and just tells him like, when did Isabel cast a charm spell?
Exactly 58 minutes ago.
He hands it to him and just says, bring a few of your guards with you.
59.
I think it's time we make an arrest.
What? You found her?
He says, not only did we find her, we found our perpetrator.
Oh, that's good.
Both of them.
Here, we
Now
We
we
don't
can
have
call
much
the
time.
authorities.
Yep, we don't have much time.
Miss Hazel, will you
Huh.
call the authorities? Actually, no. I
Yes,
have a
let's do
better
that.
idea.
You have
Althea.
guards. Oh,
Althea like stands up straight from the second cult fire she was building. She like cracks her back and cracks her knuckles and goes, "That'll be quite enough.
Oh,
undercover cop.
damn.
I've been on the trail of these two for quite some time.
Shit, son.
Masquerading as a
schooled.
Tiamat servant was the last thing I needed to get me into this party. I had received
He had-
word that they were going to try and steal stuff from here. So I
Malone
planted the idea
Malone
in
just like
Thomas's brain to have him have a party. And here I am.
Oh, that's
Malone,
smart. So
like,
he
with-
purposely threw this.
Malone
That's
with
really
all
smart.
the pomp and circumstance that this ghost can achieve. I can even roll performance if you need it. I'm gonna hand him all my notes, including everything I've like uncovered and where the groups of people are, I'm going to hand it to Althea. And I'm just going to say, like, this is everything you need with sufficient evidence, sir. Ma'am, my bad.
Thank you.
With
I couldn't
performance,
have
it's
done
a
it
17
without
plus
you.
4.
You three make quite the little team. You should open a detective agency. We could use you in this town.
We're known as the Mystery Gang.
He actually turns to Marlo and Isabel. I'd be happy to if they'd have me.
Yeah, I got no place to go.
She quickly gives a hug to Marlo and then to Malone
Aw.
and says, "You can count me in."
Does Malone blush?
Well, oh, incredibly.
Good.
He is the happiest ghost alive.
Aw.
Now wait just a second, young man. Marlo,
Yeah.
Hazel, kind of looks you over, makes sure you're not hurt or anything. Now, I know you want to become a detective now, but I've gotten kind of attached to you in this last little bit. You're a very sweet young man. And if you wouldn't terribly mind, and she kind of looks nervous, would you like to come stay with me?
Mm.
Oh. Oh. I think his eyes get a little wet.
Malone smiles, and just to like reassure him, he just like looks to looks to Hazel and him and just goes like, I mean, I live out of a small studio in town that we can turn into the detective agency, Marlo, but if you stay with them, you're welcome to come in anytime you're free and we can work together, but you could stay with them and still work with me. That's not a problem at all. As a matter of fact, I'll happily pay you.
That sounds really nice.
What about you, Miss Isabel? Do you have anywhere you plan to stay?
No, not really.
I mean, do you have a home in
I
town?
do, but I've been meaning to move out soon and go somewhere else.
Well, if you're planning on sticking around, there's room where I'm at.
Are you sure? Like, it's not a bother?
Was that like pterodactyl noise?
That was the
Oh,
ship
it's
is
no
sailing.
It's no bother at all. I mean, after what we've accomplished today, I'd happily have your assistance around.
All right, I'd be happy to.
Great. And you can maybe teach me tiny guitar.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's a little guitar. It's not a guitar. What is a guitar?
Oh. No, I said tiny guitar, but
Then yes, I would.
I would love to learn tiny guitar.
Yes, we shall do duets.
Sometimes a family, organ, and a ghost playing tiny guitar. And that's beautiful.
She teaches him it's not unusual.
Oh god.
Da, da, da.
Not unusual.
That's adorable.
And that's where we'll call it.
Aw, that was really cute.
I'm keeping this character sheet because I sure to God hope we play with them again.
Yeah.
I mean, same. I love that. Oh, this was so
We-
cute and wholesome.
That was very cute. I like that
do
a
this
lot.
So
Livy,
funny.
we do this to
Oh.
ourselves. We like play one session with a bunch of rando characters, and we're just like, it's gonna just be fun or whatever. And then Goodfellows happened, and now this happened.
Mhm.
This is much
It's
smaller
true.
and easier to manage.
And
Mhm.
honestly,
And I don't know
I
what
mean,
I'd do for a second
Livy,
one.
can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
There's a campaign style called The Gods Must Be Crazy, where if basically all that would require is you could come up with a level 1 person. who
We're
could
still
join the-
recording. Should we turn the recording
Oh
off?
yeah, you're right.